Mario Brown's big event in May of 2013. So a little over 5.5 years ago. I remember Ty Cohen being there and John Sousa and Tom Beal. And I don't know I don't know where we were, but I just remember some pictures with all of us. And I think I don't know if we had gone to a concert or dinner or what it was, but I vividly remember hanging out at the event.
Yeah, was that when we went and saw Prince?
Yes, that's it. It was the night of. I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to say. You're right. We saw Prince at that small venue in San Diego. You guys, we saw Prince. There was maybe 200 or 300 people. We had gone to dinner, if you remember, at that sushi place.
Yep.
It was anyway. It was a big round table, and Mike Filsaime was there. There was a bunch of guys there, and it was like 10 or 15 of us at dinner, and we went and saw Prince. I want to say it was inside the Hard Rock Hotel, if that's right, in San Diego, or I think that's where it was.
Yep, that's where it was.
So let me tell you, we went to this concert, and there was a strict rule, everybody. You could not have your phones. You couldn't have a phone. You couldn't take a picture. Prince was extremely uptight about it. I mean, they were kicking people out big time for having a phone. So I remember everybody getting in trouble for having phones and whatnot. But it was a heck of a lot of fun. All being equal, it was a great time, you guys. So, but I met Bill there, and what struck me is super soft spoken. But it was apparent to me that he was basically the brightest guy in the room. And it was attractive to me because I wanted to learn more about his business and what he was doing. And I knew he had a tech software angle, but I knew he was also doing several other things. Some were in the affiliate space. And I'm like, I really want to understand what he's doing. And I don't know, I think we sat near each other at dinner, and Stephen Renton was there also. And anyway, it just struck me, and just one thing led to another. I know we bumped into each other at a lot of events over the last 5-6 years, but guys, you're going to love this. You're going to truly love this. So Bill is based in San Diego, and he's got an incredible business that it would probably be the envy of all of you on this call if you understood the hands-free angle and just how amazing this model is. And it's why I actually asked him to do this call. It fills a gap, right, that so many of us have. Bill's found a way to provide measurable ROI strategy with social media, with ads, with ad networks, with blogging to generate, I hesitate to say this, Bill, but truly passive income using these traditional mediums that almost everybody else you hear about, they fail. So guys, what I want to do is I'm going to formally bring out, I want to introduce you right now to Bill McIntosh. I'm going to turn it over to Bill, and I'm going to be here on the call. I'm going to answer questions, and I promise you, you've never seen anything like this. And I don't say that lightly. So enjoy this. Thank you, Bill.
Hey, glad to be here. And let's just make sure you can see me and you can hear me. Pop into that chat. You should see it actually right down below. And make sure that you do actually see me on screen and that you hear me and that we're good to go. Let's just make sure of that. And okay, good. Awesome. Very cool. Well, hey, I am glad you are here. Do you want the good news first or the bad news? Which do you want first? Actually, I've got a little bit of both today. So we're going to be talking about something that is good for you since you're here and you're going to get some inside information from me. I have some info that isn't broadly known, that some of it actually I'm under a non-disclosure agreement with Facebook directly, with the big giant Facebook. I've had to sign a written non-disclosure agreement. So there are some specific details that I cannot release to you. But because you're here, you're going to learn a little bit about how this is going to impact you. And more importantly, the good news portion is what you can do about it. Okay. What can you do to not only survive in today's kind of difficult marketplace of building an internet business today, but how do you thrive and how do you actually take some of the changes and some of the new things that are going on in the world of driving traffic and making sales? How do you take all of these changes and exploit it, flip it to your advantage? So while everyone else is struggling and they can't figure out what's happening and they're getting their accounts banned and Facebook hates them and Google is mad at them and they are struggling, while that's all going on, you actually are thriving, getting tons of traffic and doing well. So that's my goal for this session, is to actually get you that result. So you'll understand exactly what are the changes, what are all the things that are going on inside the big internet giants that are impacting people like you and I as we try to grow and build our businesses. And especially for people who are trying to build a new business, if you don't understand what's happening, it's like this almost an impossible task ahead of you. So I want to break through all that so you understand exactly what's going on and then you know what to do about it. Sound good? So that's really what my goal is for this session. And I'm going to show you, after that, I'm going to show you a little bit about what I'm doing in my businesses, some tools that we're using. And then, of course, in the spirit of 100% full disclosure here, right? I'll be totally transparent with you. I do have an offering that I'm going to make you at the end. Is that okay with you, by the way? So I won't do that until after I've achieved all those other things so that you understand exactly what's going on, what you need to do, and I'll show you what I'm doing to actually get more traffic, more sales, more income than ever before. I'll show you all of that, and then I have a little offer to show you something. I have a tool that it is awesome. So complete and total autopilot. And also you're going to get a big discount on that tool that has not been available before. Okay. And this is all new stuff, by the way. So how does that sound, first of all, before we get started? Does it sound good? And hello, by the way. I don't think did I actually say hello? Hello. Cool. Well, what we're going to do first, I'm not always looking at the chat. Okay, good. You guys are happy about that. That's good to know. Okay, good. Awesome. So I got the chat open. I'll be popping in and out of there. But also realize that my team is here. So there'll be some of my team in the chat as well. These are guys that actually work on the marketing of my business. They're hands-on, really smart marketers, and they're here to help you too. So if at any point through this presentation you get stuck, you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, you need some clarification, commentary, feedback, whatever, there'll be me in there, but also the team will be there to help you as well. And it is important to us that you get the maximum value out of this presentation. So be sure to use that resource and get questions answered and get our help, okay? All right, so we're going to start out. I'm going to pop on and do a screen share and a presentation in a minute. I have some live demos I'm going to be doing. But before we get to that, I want to do a little survey. Is that okay? We'll do a little survey here, and I'm just going to be asking you a couple questions on camera, and then just put your answers in down below in that chat. And got my phone here with my notes on it, so I get these exactly right. Okay, so we're going to do a little mini survey. It'll take just a minute. And what this is going to do is going to help me so that I can present to you the exact right information, and I can kind of tailor this presentation to fit what you need. Cool? All right. So first of all, I want to do a little survey. You're going to have 3 choices here, and I want you to put the answer right in the chat room. And first of all, I want to ask you, do you already have a business running online? If the answer is yes to that, put business. Type business right into the chat right now. So if you already have a business online, type in there business and send it through right in the chat right now. You should see, again, that chat is right down below this video on the page. And let's see here. Okay, quite a few businesses. Okay, good. That is good to see. So, and if you're running a little bit behind, still type business if you have an existing business. Now, the other question is, are you trying to start a new business? Like you're just trying to figure out, how do I make money online? You're just kind of getting started. If that's your answer, type money. So we got business or we got money. So if you just you're just getting started in this, you don't yet have a business online. Notice I said yet, right? I'll help you with the rest. But if you're not yet launched and you don't have a business up and going, and you're just trying to figure this whole internet, money thing out, type in money in the chat right now. And let's take a look and see. Okay. Lots of monies, lots and lots of monies. Okay, good. All right. And then the other question I've got is some people are interested in doing marketing services for others. Like you're a local consultant who teach businesses how to market, or you provide marketing services, done for you services, web design, things like that. Any kind of services like that you're doing for other businesses. If that's you, type consultant in that chat right now. So just again, down below, put their consultant. And you might answer to one or two, or maybe even all three of these, right? So if anybody's interested in being a consultant, let's see who that is. Okay, got quite a few of those too. Okay, awesome. Or maybe you're all three, which if you're all three, you can type all three, right? Put that in there. And this is really, really helpful to me, by the way. So I'll be able to really tailor this to make sure that you get the maximum value out of your time here with me. Awesome. Okay, so a couple of more questions, then we're going to dive right into the content. I would like to know who here has already used Facebook for traffic. And you could say yes or no to that answer. Who has if you have used Facebook successfully to get traffic, give me a yes or a no to that right now. Okay. Good. Lots of yeses. Some no's too. No's are okay. Getting traffic can be a tricky thing, right? So I'm going to help you with that, but it can be tricky, can be challenging. Okay, good. Lots and lots of answers coming in. Thank you for that. All right. So if you have done that, whether it was successful or not, I'd like to know, have you struggled with that? Who here has struggled? Give me struggled. Just type that in. Struggled. If you have struggled with, getting traffic from Facebook. Maybe it used to work really well. Maybe it's not working so well now, or you're frustrated, or you're having some issue and you're just, you've struggled a little bit or a lot. Okay, well, lots of struggles. Okay, good. Okay, quite a few struggles. All right, I thought that might be the case. And then what I'd like to know next, and I'm actually going to look and read some of these out. What happened? Can you give me just a brief summary, not too long, because for the sake of time, we can move right through this. But tell me a little bit about what happened. Okay, when you did that, just was the traffic too expensive? You just couldn't make it work. Ads weren't getting any clicks. Your page wasn't growing. Just give me just a really quick summary of what happened that made it a struggle for you. Okay, I see a lot of people that didn't get sales. Costs went up. They couldn't figure out where to begin. It was confusing. Nothing happened when they put ads in. All of the above, says Kimberly. Not enough time. Costs were rising. Cool. Okay, good. Tech issues, too complicated. Okay, good. All right. So it seems like we're seeing it was complicated, confusing, and costs were kind of high, right? And it seems like also people were just generally getting frustrated because they just couldn't make it work for some reason. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for that. That helps me a lot. So now I can continue to kind of adjust what we're going to be doing for you. Last little group of questions, and then we're going to dive in, okay? How about Google? Who here has used Google, and specifically AdWords? And even SEO, though. But who here has used Google for traffic? These are the two giants, right? You go to Google or you go to Facebook. That's kind of the two biggest giants. Now, there are other really great ways to get traffic, which I'll be talking about today. But those are the two biggies. So give me a Google or a yes in there if you have used Google to get traffic. And then if you did, also, was that a struggle? Let me know if that was a struggle. Okay, lots of yeses there too. So it looks like a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people trying to get free traffic from Google. A few people doing AdWords. A couple of you are experts at Google. Okay, that's cool. A lot of people were saying AdWords was way too expensive. A lot of struggle and frustration. Actually, the answers are very similar. That's interesting. Okay. So it looks like you ran into a similar set of problems with Google. It was confusing, complicated, frustrating to get results, no results, or if you were getting things rolling, it seemed to be a little expensive or a lot expensive in some cases. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. Well, that helps me a lot. Okay. Now, so the good news is that this is the topic of what we're going to solve today. So we will crack it for you. So if you have not yet used Google, you have not yet used Facebook or any of the other tools out there to get traffic, I'm going to show you what works right now, today, the single most effective way to get traffic that gets around all of the new rules and the internet, the Google and Facebook have kind of turned into the internet police, which we'll talk about in a second. And this, what I'll show you, goes right around that and helps to get you better results than ever before. So I don't want you to be too worried about it. And at the end, again, I'm going to show you a tool that I'm using to automate a lot of this. So you just follow some instructions, which I can give you, and then we can turn it on autopilot. It is really, really cool. There's actually something that I have never shown before that I'm going to be showing on this broadcast, it's just really cool stuff. So awesome. Now, here's the deal. A lot of the old tactics just are not working anymore. And it's interesting because it's the state of the internet marketing industry. I'm seeing across the board people getting frustrated, many people quitting. Like they just are getting so frustrated they're quitting their quest to build an internet business, or they previously had a powerhouse successful business and it's kind of become so difficult that they're thinking about just, closing them down. So it's been quite, really frustrating for me to see that, because it's my goal in life is to help you build these businesses and achieve more profit than ever before. So when I see people getting so frustrated that they're quitting, it's not good. And largely this is because everyone is still using old tactics. Okay, so they're still stuck. In some of these cases, I'm seeing tactics that were like the trendy loophole, like from 3 or 4 years ago, and people are still like stuck trying to make those work, and they haven't because they just don't know what else to do, right? So the rules have changed. And a big part of this, you've probably seen in the media all the heat that Facebook has been getting. You've probably seen Zuckerberg up in front of Congress here in the US, right? And this is largely their reaction to that. And then at the same time, Google and a bunch of the other big sites are taking steps at the same exact time that you're not hearing about, but they're all reacting to this, trying to make sure that they're not the next Facebook. They don't want their executives hauled in front of the politicians and, in the media and have all this kind of bad press. So they're all making changes to their policies, their terms, what they like and what they don't like, who they're going to give traffic to and who they're not. This is all shifting and changing. And I'll explain exactly, how this all works and how you can still get traffic in a minute. Okay, but that's the environment that we are in, and largely these companies are being put in the position, and I don't know that they even want this position, but they're being put in the position of being kind of like the internet police. Okay, so some of the old tactics and stuff that they're going to be policing essentially is that they're looking for spammy, aggressive, salesy, pushy type marketing. Okay. And when they detect this, they're going to give you a hard time. The other thing is a big part of the changes in Facebook's algorithm. And by the way, some of what I'm going to be talking about, I may only be able to talk about live. So I may not be able to include some of what I'll be saying in our recording. So again, I'm under non-disclosure agreements and there's a lot of stuff I just don't want to publicly put out there. So hang tight and stick around because this info may not be available again, okay? So, all right. And now Facebook, largely has been responding to like fake news, political news, and other things. But one of the things that most people don't realize is spam and aggressive marketing is just as big a deal to them. And the way their algorithm, so luckily I've got some inside info. I've learned a lot from my visits up at Facebook headquarters. I actually got to see Zuckerberg speak himself and talk about some of these changes. And it's essentially what's happened is they've boiled it down to controversy. And if you're doing something controversial or aggressive, that is where we're going to suffer. Okay. And so a lot of the old techniques on Facebook, for example, when you would ask people to like things or comment on your post or share it with friends and things like that, that's something that came out. You probably heard about this. They call it engagement begging. Okay. So if you're begging for engagement, and all that means is you're telling them, hey, like my post, comment down below, for a chance to get this free download. Those kinds of strategies are just, their days are gone. Their days are gone. If you're doing that, you're going to have a hard time. The other thing is controversial subjects that are going to, maybe with a very small audience are really excited about it and they're very interested, but, another segment of the audience is not going to like it. And they may, hide your posts or even mark them as spam. Those kinds of things, if that continues to happen on your posts and on your ads, it's just a matter of time. You're going to be suffering with increased ad costs. You're going to be suffering with even bans. So your ad costs go up. They suppress your content so it doesn't go out to as many people. And then eventually you can even get banned. Okay? And it's really down to that point. And what you have to do in today's environment is really, well, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So we're talking kind of about the problem right now. And I'm going to tell you how to solve it in just a minute. Okay? The other problem with this is policed largely with artificial intelligence. They have robots. It's like the robot police, essentially. And these bots are getting better and better at this, but they're not perfect. And they're the ones policing this content. And again, this is not limited to Facebook. This is also goes for Google as well as some of the other sources of traffic I'll be talking about later. So all of the big sources of traffic are operating off of kind of this new set of rules. They're all adapting, and some are doing better jobs than others of building their bots to police this. Facebook, they're investing, probably billions of dollars into artificial intelligence. And I think their hope is that, 99.9% of all of the policing on Facebook is done by bots. And Google is kind of going down that same route. Now, again, you won't really know what's going on. All you'll see on your side is that your engagement is going down, your reach is going down, your costs are going up, and then eventually you'll get banned, right? That's what you see on your end without really understanding what's going on. So that's the environment that we are in. And it is just, that is just a reality that we have to work with. But don't worry, don't get frustrated. There is a solution to this, which I'll be covering in a second. Cool. Let's see what else is in my notes here that I got to cover before we do. Oh, the other thing is part of the solution to this is diversification. Okay. When it comes to getting traffic to your business, what I've found is that a lot of people, because figuring out Facebook all by itself is already confusing enough and perhaps frustrating enough, that they don't go and figure out Google or some of the other ad networks and other places where you can get traffic, right? And they don't go on and figure out multiple sources of traffic. And largely it's very hard, especially for a new business or a business that doesn't have a huge budget, right? So I'll show you in a little bit the key to diversify. I'll show you how we're doing it, where we're advertising across multiple channels, all with automation. So we're at the state right now where with totally 100% hands-off automation, that I can figure out a way to get traffic, try it out on Facebook, and if it works well and the Facebook's content police like it enough, then I can move it to Google, I can move it over to many of the other huge sites online, and I can do it all automatically. So we'll get into that in a minute. But diversification is key. And I want to show you a way to do it without having to become a genius and learn every single traffic platform out there. Okay. Good. I think that's it. So I'm going to show you, number one, how to get around or how to make the internet police happy with you so you can get cheaper traffic, more of it, and then diversify it and spread it all around. Okay, that's my goal of this little presentation here. So you're not stuck dependent on a single source of traffic, and you're getting traffic affordably enough that is responding, becoming leads, buying your products, and that you're actually getting profit from. That's what we're going to cover today. Okay, so by the way, does that sound good to you? Do you want to learn this? How to comply with the automatic internet police and then get tons of traffic for really cheap? Is that what you're interested in? I think that's why you're here, right? Okay, good. Let's see. I'm going to move some screens around. We'll move that one back there. And then we're going to share my screen over here. Okay, cool. Now you should see just a big black screen with some of my products showing on it. Do you see that? Let's just make sure that you see that properly. Okay, good. Let's see there. Yeah, okay, you see it. Good, 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 good. Okay, now let's fire up the presentation. Let's do that. Okay, good. There is our presentation. And again, I'm going to be going through the presentation, and then I have some live demos that we are going to do, okay? So you kind of know what we're going to cover. I talked about that quite a lot, but it's all centered around this three-step process that we're using in my businesses now. And this gives you way more profit than, I'll put air quotes there, normal marketing tactics, okay? And in addition to that, it helps you comply with the new world of the, automatic internet police, okay? Now, I have to tell you that some of what I'm going to cover is confidential. Some of the information I may only reveal here. I don't know that we'll put the recording up of the full thing. I may offer a replay, and I may have to cut some of the info out that I cover today. But it's confidential, and I'm going to tell you some inside information straight out of my businesses. Also, the lawyers make me do this one. So I am going to talk about my results. I might talk about some of my customers' results. These are not promises that you will get the exact same results, right? That's common sense. I'm sure you know that. What your results are going to be depend on your actions, and it rests on your shoulders. You'll be able to take the information, and I've had customers and I've had people watch these webinars, go out, put the information to use, and make more profit than I do. That's been pretty cool. But that's ultimately up to you. So nothing I say today is a guarantee or promise of your personal income. So, well, you already saw me. I'm your host. Okay, so I'm the founder of Promotion Engine, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. I've gotten hundreds of millions of visitors to my sites who have seen billions of pages. I've produced a lot of money in sales, way over 58 million in sales myself. I've been doing this a long time, 18 years of, actually now it's more than that, but more than 18 years of building and running seven-figure internet businesses. And I've helped over 23,500 people actually get started building and growing their online businesses. We're going to be doing giveaways, okay? I'm going to give away some cash, and I'll talk to you about how you can win an iPad Air a little bit later in this broadcast. All you need to do is stick around and engage with us in the chat, and you'll find out a little bit later how you can win. So anybody want some cash? Who here would like some cash? Yeah, I'll just PayPal it to you. So also, who wants an iPad? Anybody? Okay, awesome. Okay, so we've talked about some of the problems. So I'm going to speed through this little section here. But the problems that we have today, where you just can't make enough profit. It's just harder than ever, or there's no profit at all. You can't get your traffic to convert. You can't get traffic affordable enough, right? Which, can you relate to any of those, by the way? Give me here, I'm going to pull the chat up. Give me a big yes if you can relate to this. Have you had any of these struggles? I thought so. I thought so. Okay, cool. Well, we all have. And this is just the nature of today's world of building an internet business. But there is a solution. The world of internet marketing is changing. Costs to get clicks have been going up. It's harder to get free traffic than ever before. Our conversion rates are going down, which means fewer people are converting into sales once they visit our websites. Customers do more research and have more choices on buying things than ever before in the history of mankind, right? Not even just in the last 1 year, it's gone up. People are becoming resistant to the traditional sales and marketing tactics that we've all been using online over the past several years. Many of the aggressive, pushy, salesy type of things are starting to not be as effective. Okay, the big boys, Google, Facebook, and all of the others are making things harder and harder if you don't have the right information. If you're left out, you don't have the inside information, it is hard to make an internet business profitable. And we can see it statistically. So here's a document I've shared with some of you before that talks about the average cost per click. And this is across dozens of different niche markets and across a lot of different places that you could advertise online. And the cost is going up and up and up, and it's continued to go up beyond this graph here. That trend has continued. And this is the average cost to get a sale today. So to actually get someone to convert into a sale, this is, again, the average across dozens of different industries. The cost is going up and up and up, and the trend continues from here beyond this graph. And the big thing is, why is this happening? And this is because demands for profit, right, for these companies. They want to make more profit, but also they're trying to give their users a good experience. And that is not just some kind of public relations nonsense. That is the truth. That is the reality at Facebook. The reality at Google and the others is that they want their users to have a good experience. After all, if people get tired of Facebook and stop logging in, they don't make money anymore. People get tired of Google tracking them and following them around or showing them ads. Google doesn't make money anymore. So they are going to take care of their users. They want their users to have a good experience. Now, their definition of a good experience would be you've educated somebody, you've enlightened them a little bit, you've built a demand for a product before you start trying to sell them. Okay, if you just come over, barge through their door and start trying to sell them something, okay, which is how a lot of people sell today online, Google and Facebook is just not going to like that. They want you to take a little bit of a different approach and take an approach where you're actually going to give them some value before you are aggressively pushing sales on them. And I'll show you how you can do this really easily. But that's the core of why this is happening. And if you are building a business around some of those older tactics and you're pushing traffic straight to aggressive salesy type processes, you're going to have a little bit of a problem. You're going to have a little trouble. Also, on Facebook, they don't want kind of spammy type stuff on their platform anymore. They're actually trying to figure out how do they make sure that their platform provides value. And that's the honest truth of it, because they've realized that if they don't, they are going to be losing a lot of money in the long term. So the three-step method that we're going to cover today actually solves this. It totally, completely solves all of these problems. It'll show you how to get cheaper, targeted, and more responsive traffic and get many more visitors to your site. It's going to dramatically increase the amount of profit to any existing business that you have. And that could be your business or even someone else's if you're a consultant. Or a little later, I'll show you how you can start a brand new, highly profitable business without wasting a ton of time and money. Who'd be interested in that? This completely solves all the current problems out there, and it quickly and affordably can help you grow your profits. And so I'm going to cover a couple things. I'm going to talk about the method that we're using. It's a method we've driven hundreds of millions of visitors with. I'll show you why it works so well and why it is more important than ever in today's challenging environment. Okay. I'll show you how a customer of ours used this and scaled up fast to getting almost 6 million visitors to their website, really super fast. I'll show you a new method, something you're going to want to adopt immediately that will cut your traffic costs in half and dramatically boost your sales conversion rates. I'll show you how we produced $3.5 million in sales with no products, no list, and no customer service headaches. Money from thin air. Would you like to learn how to do that? A little bit later, I'll tell you about how you can get a step-by-step guide that will show you exactly how to do just that. So old school sales processes. This is what most people are currently using, right? So they drive traffic to some sort of a sales page or a squeeze page, right? So right here, they're driving traffic out of Facebook with an ad that goes straight to a squeeze page here where they're putting in your name, putting in your email address and saying, yes, that's a squeeze page. Or they're sending straight to a sales page, right? With the big add to cart button or a buy now button. This is what you're going to have a harder and harder time with. This is what is getting more and more expensive and is becoming more and more challenging. There's a whole different approach that you need to be doing now. Now, some of you have seen me cover some of this, but there's some new information that I'm going to be talking about today. And this is our strategy. So what we do is we found a way to really cheaply, really affordably generate blog posts on our websites, content. We put those on our site and we use them like bait. And the content is exactly what the audience wants. And we add some little marketing magic to it, which I'll show you in a minute. And profit comes out the bottom, right? That's really how we're doing it. And I am finding for me and my business and for some of the largest companies on the internet are using this tactic and making more profit than any of the old ways of doing things. So this instead is what I call our ingenious traffic and sales process. Okay. So instead, we are putting a piece of content online. In this case, it's showing it on Facebook, but this could also be Google. We're using a piece of content and we're using it like bait to attract an audience. And instead of then trying to shove them straight into a sales process, we instead send them to some content. We actually send them to valuable content, videos, articles, things like that. And it's really easy to do if you know how. And only then, once they're reading that content and on that website, do we then introduce and start to sell our products and services. Make sense? Some of you have seen me cover this tactic before. Maybe some of you are even using it now. Well, I'm going to show you the changes to this process and how to make this more powerful than ever. And then, of course, you eventually get them to your sales page. And what you find here when you do this process is that your traffic costs go down dramatically, like way, way down. Awesome. Yeah, that is really awesome. Well, I'm just popping into the chat to take a look now. Cool. Yeah. And so what this does is this can work for direct selling. So whether you're selling information products or physical products, e-commerce type products, either one, membership sites, pretty much anything, even local businesses can use this funnel to actually generate traffic and profit. And I've coached all of those types of businesses to use this strategy to make a lot of profit. And this is what also gets around all of this, because what Facebook and Google and the internet police, right, see is they see useful and valuable content. And I'm not talking about garbage, auto-generated, content that is not readable and not useful. I'm talking about content that is actually useful. And again, there is a very easy way to generate that, which I'll get into in just a little bit. Now, this different approach makes traffic easy and your traffic costs go down. Google, Facebook, and all the rest will reward you by sending you more traffic for free, but also they make your paid ads cheaper. My paid advertising, when I use this strategy, it literally goes down like 80%. Like it goes down, if I was spending $1 a click, I'm spending now 20 cents and sometimes less. It goes way down when you do this. They actually detect that you're doing this and reward you for it. Your conversion rates go up. As weird as that sounds, because you're beginning to brand your business. So whatever it is that you're selling online or however you're generating revenue, you're beginning to become in the top of the user's minds, and they're aware of you and they're thankful for the information that you've been giving them. And when you use this, your conversion rates go up. So therefore, your cost to get a sale or a lead or a click just gets cheaper and cheaper. It builds your brand. You become more recognized by your audience. And at the same time, the big giants love you for it when you do it right. Okay. You gotta do this process right and actually provide real value to your users. And if you do, you will be rewarded. They will love you for it. Instead of sicking the internet police on you, they're gonna reward you for it with more traffic and more profit. Now, an example, this is a screenshot from one of my sites. You're probably seeing this one around. It's our internet marketing training site, Job Crusher. And that's the tactic we use there. All of the new traffic I get on Job Crusher is done with this tactic. I get new leads every single day coming in from this strategy. I generate webinar sales. I'm selling all of our products, and these can be cheap and expensive products all the way up to like $1,500 or $2,000 products we are selling with the strategy I'm outlining to you right now. In fact, I've just built an entirely new business. We just launched a brand new business in the health market. And this is the only traffic strategy we're using, what I'm outlining with you right now. So the 3 steps: you post the content on your site and you promote it on Facebook, on Google, or some of the other tactics, which I'll show you in a bit. You create the content, you get it out there, and then you want to measure what your audience, do they like it or do they not like it? And it's really easy to see that. You study it and you kind of adjust and adapt. There's some clever analysis and there's some tools that'll automate this. I'll show you. You can actually isolate exactly what your audience likes. So if you make 5 posts last week, you can actually zero in and see exactly which post that your audience liked the best. Interestingly, you'll find that will be the same post that Facebook liked the best, and that Google will like the best, and that those are the posts that they will give you really, really cheap traffic for. So don't waste your time trying to promote posts the audience doesn't like and that Facebook and the others don't like. Instead, we analyze it, we zero in on the ones that we know they like, and we can tell that based on how many people are clicking and other signs of engagement, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we promote that. And based on that, we win. That's how we get lots of sales and lots of profit. And then we scale. And so I have an automated tool I'm going to show you after a little while that can actually help you scale automatically. And when I say scale, I mean like if you're spending $5 a day testing an ad, right? And you can see, oh, look, Facebook loves it. So let's throw $5 a day and test it further. Oh, they still love it. Now let's actually move it over to Google. Let's move it over to some of the other sites that we can advertise on. And I've come up with a way that automates that. I'll show you how to do that actually automatically without you having to become a genius on Google or a genius on some of the other sites. Again, let's cover this a little more in detail. So we're creating, sharing, and promoting a lot of content, okay? Because we need to analyze it. So, just putting one piece of content out today, one piece of content here and there is not enough. You have to put out a lot of content so you can measure it. Does that make sense? We want to put out lots of content and measure the results. Then we're going to study those results. Does the audience engage? Do they enjoy the content? Do they find it valuable? We're going to check that largely based on how many people are clicking on it. Okay. When people click on your content, that means you've done a good job. Now, that also means you're not using spammy clickbait type strategies either, right? So we're not going to trick our audience and make them click on something that they're not really interested in. We're going to do it in a way that the content is enticing and they know exactly what they're in for and exactly what they're going to get when they click. Okay. If you do that and you can actually measure the results, and this is how you can tell what your audience is really interested in. You also can see, if you're using any kind of analytics, you can see what pieces of content are actually helping people sign up to your mailing list. And by the way, the tool that I'm going to show you a little later does this for you. So we're going to be releasing a module very soon that actually will track every source of traffic, every single post on your blog, and will help you figure out which posts are actually generating leads for you and which ones are generating sales. Okay. And then of course, sales. So when you make a post, this is what you can look at. Has anybody ever seen this on Facebook? Have you ever seen this on your Facebook posts? Right. So when you have a Facebook post online, you can click on it. There's like right down here, you see where it says 9,919 people reached. If you click that, it opens up and it shares all of the data here with you. You can see all of the data on exactly what happened with your post. And we're going to zero in. We're going to look at see how many people it reached, but more importantly, how many link clicks right there. This is super important because this is really what tells you if the audience is interested in this piece of content. Okay. It's that right there. So we look at the link clicks, and if we're getting a link click-through rate greater than 4%, then we're happy and we know this is a good post. So as an example here, let me pull up a calculator real fast. What we'll do, we just do some quick and simple math, all right? So if we got 458 clicks, we're going to go 458, and then we're going to say, we're going to divide that by how many people it reached. 9919. So 9919. Okay, that's 4.6% is what that number comes out to be. And so if we got 4% or more, we know for sure the audience liked it. And this becomes a candidate to promote. Does that make sense? So I want to stop for a moment and find out if this is making sense to everybody. Is this all making sense? You following along so far? Let's just make sure. Anybody have any questions, anything that they need to get clarified, any confusions? Okay, good. Good. And so in this case, this post I'm showing you right here is something that we shared on Facebook. That's what we're talking about here today. This is a post we shared on Facebook. And I like to use Facebook because it gives me these statistics. And if your page is big enough, you can just do a free share and gather all this information. Sometimes if your page is new, you might need to pop a little ad on the post, which using the tool I'll show you in a little bit, you can do automatically. Sometimes it might take popping a little ad to be able to gather these statistics and gather this data. But on a kind of an established page, you just share it and use free traffic. Okay, cool. So then you take your best pieces and you pay to put it on Facebook. And we're just going to use traditional Facebook ads and promote these posts. Okay, so we're going to promote these posts on Facebook. And we're going to spend money. We're basically paying Facebook to promote this for us. And this is using Facebook ads. And if you don't have a Facebook ads account, you can go to business.facebook.com. It's really easy to set up, really easy to get started. Or of course, you can use our automated tools, which I'll show you in a bit. So we just pay Facebook to promote it for us once we know that it is a something that the audience likes. If the audience doesn't like it, and we're seeing signs that they don't like it, then we don't ever do this step. We don't put ads on it if the audience doesn't like it. Or if we're advertising something that the audience is starting to dislike, we immediately pause it and get rid of that ad. And here's the results. So like crazy cheap traffic. So we continue to get traffic for really, really cheap. And here is example after example of getting, these are actual live clicks from the United States. These are US, very valuable converting clicks that we're getting for under a penny. And it's still possible to get this. Some people think it's impossible. It's not. Over and over and over again. So then you just continue this process. You keep analyzing, you keep posting and adjusting. You pay and promote the posts that your audience likes, and you cut back the ones that don't perform, right? So if the ads aren't generating leads and sales, you cut them back, you get rid of them. And what you're going to find is, not every post is going to be a winner. You may take 5, 6 posts to find a winner. And then you study and you see, maybe 1 out of every 7 ends up actually producing a good amount of sales for you. And then you scale. So the trick is, how do you find them quick and pause them before they spend much money? That's the trick. If you're putting up, 5 or 6 posts at a time, how do you keep track of all of it? How do you measure it? And that's where the tools that I'm going to show you come in, where you can actually do that automatically. Let the tools measure them. So if you put up 5 posts today, tomorrow the tool can see what the audience likes, what it doesn't, and it can automatically make ads for you. And it can even make ads on Google, Facebook, and dozens of different sites across the web. So, of course, we've put it on Facebook, and this is where diversifying is important. Okay? There are many other places that you can put your ads, including Twitter, which is still very, very powerful. A lot of people are neglecting Twitter. On Google, right? Google AdWords, or what's called the Google Display Network, on Pinterest. There's a lot of other places to put your content. But what I do is I don't burn up a lot of time and money doing that on posts that aren't working. So I test on Facebook, find the winners, and then put those everywhere else. So that way I'm only spending the time and energy on posts that are successful and proven. Right now, okay, and of course there's Facebook. But and when you diversify and you're using a lot of different places to get traffic, if you momentarily have trouble with Facebook, that's okay. You've got Google. If you momentarily have trouble with Google, that's all right. You've got Twitter. So if you're getting traffic from multiple places, one little hiccup on one platform doesn't mess up your business. Now, the key is, how do you do this without having to become like an ad expert on every single platform? And that's where the tool comes in that I'll show you in a bit. Also, there are lots of other places to advertise. People think that, once they get frustrated with Facebook and give up, but boy, are there so many other places to go. Dozens of networks that you can go to. And again, all of these are tied into our tool as well. Every single one of them is tied into the tool. We can automatically make ads on all of these places. And it becomes really easy to scale and diversify so that you're not stuck being dependent on just Facebook or just Google. So this gets your content everywhere. So if you follow this pattern, you can put it on all these different sites. And by the way, if you want to write down some of these networks, these are some of our favorite advertising networks to get a lot of really powerful traffic. You could write those down. Or you can use the tool I'll show you in a bit, and it will automatically run ads on these places for you. So this ends up getting your content everywhere. The audience that you're targeting sees you everywhere. Okay, so these are examples of where they show up. So they'll show up on sites like Time, Yahoo, and paid content around the web everywhere. You might see them on Fox News, you've probably seen ads like these, right? These are called native ads, by the way. So when you see these ads all over the web, this is where your content could be. Right? Here's more examples. So we can take your content, not only put it on Facebook, but put it on all of these sites, Google and everywhere else. Here's more examples, right? So your content can show up everywhere. Now, here's one advanced tactic. And this is called retargeting or remarketing. I'd like to do a survey. Who here has heard of remarketing or retargeting? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. Pop into the chat, give me a yes or a no. Okay, yeah, have you heard of retargeting or remarketing? Okay, lots and lots of yeses, couple no's, couple little no's. Okay, well, basically, retargeting or remarketing is an easy way to follow people around and show ads to them, okay? So when they come to your website, here's an example, right? So if we come to your website, here's a prospect, browsing the internet, looking around. They visit your website. There's automatic tools that track that user. That individual user who viewed maybe you put an article up, about the 12 best ways to weave a basket underwater, okay? They came to your site, they read your article, but they didn't buy your basket weaving ebook, right? Just as an example, okay? Well, they're now tracked. And if you know how to do it, you can follow them around the internet and continue to show them ads everywhere they go. Facebook, Google, every website, every major website online, you can follow them around and continue to show them ads. And all it takes is knowing the little secret of how to activate this and turn it on. It is not hard, especially when you use a tool like Promotion Engine. So Promotion Engine can tap right into this. And so what I have found is if I focus very heavily on driving as many users to read my content and spend time on my website, I then know that those people are interested in my products and services. So I follow them around, continue to show them ads, and I double my sales, literally double the sales by doing that. And again, Promotion Engine can help you with this. It can automate that process. And that's the process of remarketing. Yeah. Who here has ever felt like they've been stalked online, right? Where you keep seeing an ad from a site you visited, like 2 weeks ago, and it's following you everywhere, right? Awesome. Okay. So these are the tactics that you want to use. And it is challenging, I'll admit, to do all of this by hand. It's challenging. If you were going to do it all manually, the old-fashioned way, it takes a lot of time, a lot of know-how, a lot of learning, and it's not easy. And that's where the tool comes in that I'm going to be showing you a little bit later. We built some new features in the Promotion Engine that I want to show you that literally automate this. The creation of your ads, analyzing your ads and finding the ones that are good, pausing the ones that are bad, and scaling them. So if you decide that you want an ad to cross over from Facebook to Google, it can automatically take that ad and move it over to Google for you. All hands free. Actually, while you're asleep, it could do that for you. I'll demo that for you in a minute. So, and this is really cool because it works on almost anything. We've done it in many, many different niche markets. And I have customers, hundreds of customers across many markets, and this works in anything: survival, food and cooking, affiliate marketing. Even if you're not, you're promoting people's stuff for commission with affiliate marketing, health and nutrition, business to business, e-commerce, selling services, building a list, do it yourself, home improvement, membership sites, lead generation, filling webinars, crafting, pets. I mean, you name it. Any market, any type of product or service that could be sold, physical, digital, or otherwise, can use this tactic. And if you do, it puts you ahead of everyone else. While everyone else can't figure out why it's gotten so hard to build an internet business and get traffic, instead, you're actually got the easy button. And you've got a tool that you'll hear about in a minute that can actually do it automatically for you. So a couple case studies. I want to show you some examples of what happened when this was applied. So here's one where we actually built profit out of thin air. So without a product, without any customer service, without any credit card merchanting issues, without anything, we built a business out of thin air and made profit. Who'd like to learn how to do that? Anybody want to learn the secret on how to make money from thin air? Well, I actually have I have a written guide that we have created, and in a little bit, I'll explain how you can get your hands on that. So if you'd like to have the guide that walks you step by step on how to do this, yeah, I'll show you how you can get that in a little bit. Okay. So we use Promotion Engine, and we use the tactics that I just showed you, and literally started from nothing to $3.5 million, and it happened really fast. I now use this tactic for promoting my webinar. In fact, I'll bet the odds are you may have seen some of my ads. So we advertise a variety of different products this way, and I'm filling webinars for less than any other tactic I can use. Using this strategy, I'm filling my webinars, I'm selling products and services, and I'm selling expensive products and services using this tactic. $1,000 and $1,500 products, we sell them using this, exactly what I've been showing you today. So when we switched, instead of doing like the old way of just being aggressive and pushy and sending people to sales letters and stuff, when we started sending them to content, our cost to get a sale dropped 60%. Here's a post from Ryan Dice. So this is a public post he made talking about how he grew his big brand, Survival Life. Anybody ever heard of Survival Life? It's in the survival market, obviously. He's built it up to become a multi-million-dollar brand. It now sells way more than $6 million a year. And he, right in this post, talks about this exact tactic, this exact strategy, and that's how he did it. So here's an example. This is right out of one of my accounts. And you can see here, what you're looking at here is this bottom row right here is what it costed for us to get a sale directly. So when we took someone from Facebook and pushed them into a sales funnel, right? This was for a free pocket guide. It cost us $9.24 to get that sale. When we used content instead, you can see up here, it costs $3.48, right? That's less than half the cost to generate that sale. All we did is change from the old way of doing things to the new way, and we're paying less than half the cost to get a sale, which means we doubled our profit. At the end of the day, the bottom line doubled. So then here's the thing where we followed around our content viewers. So when people visited one of our articles, we kept following them around the web after that and then showed them our sales offers. And we picked up 388% more profit in doing it. And you can see here, the costs went way, way down to only $2.38 to actually get a sale on our site using this strategy. A customer of mine used the same exact tactic. He used these strategies and Promotion Engine, combined the two together, and built a business from nothing. He registered the domain name, started up the business. In 90 days, he got 5.8 million visitors. And then he went on just over the next few months and produced over $500,000 in revenue using what I'm talking about here. And this works right now, today. There are many, many other examples, but what I'd like to do in just a minute is show you a demo. Who would like to see a demo of how to do this on autopilot? Anyone? I thought you might. Okay, good. So I'll show you how to do it on autopilot, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can get the tool that automates the whole process at a massive discount. Okay, cool. So how do you plan to use these tactics? Are you going to sell products? Are you going to build a list? Are you going to promote affiliate offers and get paid commission? Or do you want to promote your own business? How are you going to use it? I'd actually like to know. I'm going to open the chat back up again right now. Tell me, how are you going to use these tactics, these strategies for your business? Okay, I see a bunch of you saying all of these. I'm going to use them all. Yeah, me too. Actually, I am. I'm actually using it for all 4 of these things myself. Okay, good. Yeah, lots of people saying all. But actually, there's quite a few of you who are selling physical products. I see quite a few who do want to build a list and market to their list. A lot of affiliate marketers too. Wow. Okay, we got a very, variety of an audience here. There's my favorite right there. Make money from thin air. Then again, I'll show you how you can get the guide. It's a written course that I can send you, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So that's the big question. I'd like to help you with this. I'd actually like to give you hands-on help from me to help you transform a blog into a traffic and sales generating powerhouse. I'd actually like to help you make more profit with your business while you spend less money and less time. I'd like to automate the process for you so that using all of these platforms and being diversified is easy. It sounds really challenging, right? If I told you that, hey, tomorrow I need to get you to put an ad on Facebook, put a post on Twitter, put it on Pinterest, and then I want you to use Google to put your ad on sites all over the web. And then, oh, by the way, here's a couple of dozen ad networks that you should also put ads on. Can you do that tomorrow? Right? That'd be one heck of a challenge. But I'm going to show you how to automate it all. So all of that can literally be done while you're asleep. Now remember, this is an example of what happens when you do this strategy. This customer went from 0 to over $500,000 in revenue in a very short time. And so before we talk about Promotion Engine, I think what I'd actually like to do is do a demo. So before we dive in and I talk much about what Promotion Engine is and how you can get your hands on it, let me show you what it does. What do you think? Let me get the right window up. I've got a window up with a test account in it, and I'm going to show you an example. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, so here I am. I'm logged into this test account, and I built this tool originally for enterprise level companies, really large companies that are spending, a fortune on online advertising. That's what I originally built the tool for. But I found out that new business owners can benefit from it tremendously too. So I've been now selling it to not just the huge big enterprises, but small brand new businesses too. So let me show you an example of how a smaller business might use Promotion Engine to do all this stuff on autopilot. Okay. So first of all, we have a content engine here that you can actually create content directly on your website. Okay. Let's do this one. So you can go right in here and right in the dashboard, create content on your website, right? Without ever logging into your site, you're logged into Promotion Engine. You can create the content right here. You can decide where you want to share it. You can share it on many of the major social networks directly. You can also put ads on it. So you could automatically, after we'll give it a title. Right. And so let's say we wanted to find a video that we think that our audience would like. So we just click add content, go to video, and let's say survival shelter, and let's hit search. There we go. We got videos. We select one of them, and then boom, we've now got a video on our website. And this goes on our site, by the way. It does not go elsewhere. It goes on our site, and we get all of the traffic going back to our website. And so at a push of a button, when I hit publish, this would go to my website. It would get shared on Facebook. It could get shared on Pinterest, on Twitter, and other social networks. We can put ads on Google. We can put ads on Facebook. We can put ads on dozens of different traffic networks for native ads, all at a push of a button, right? So this makes creating and distributing content and then amplifying it with paid ads a breeze. Okay, so that's step one. There's a ton of features in here I could show you about how it helps you research articles, build your content, find videos, find images, and assemble those posts, and then obviously distribute them everywhere. But I'm going to try to keep this demo short. So there's an example right there. The next thing it can do is it can actually help you analyze your content. So we can actually come over here and let's take a look at, where did it go? There we go. So we can come over here and take a look at our posts. So we can go like this. This might take a little while. I'm going to look at a big chunk of posts. So this is going to run for a while because that's a lot of posts. But while it's thinking and going out and getting information, oh, there we go. These are our posts here. So we can sort by click-through rate and find only the ones that are getting a high click-through rate. And then if we have, here we go. See these posts that turn red right here? That means that the audience didn't like these posts. And so we would not put ads on them, right? It turns red because the audience didn't like the posts. So we could find the ones they did like, right? Like they liked this one, they liked this one, and they liked this one. And with a couple clicks, we can put ads on them. So I could just click that, and then in a couple of clicks, I can create ads. It would automatically create all of my ads on Facebook, on Google, or wherever I want to put them. Okay. It gets even better. So what we could do is we could then tell Promotion Engine to monitor our ads. And that comes over here in the ad engine. We can go to Ad Insights, and we can say, hey, let's look at the last 6 months of ads. And it'll take a minute to pull all of this data in. It's quite a bit of data. So, but we can tell it, look at all these ads, analyze it, and let's figure out what we might want to move from Facebook over to Google, right? And so this is going to run in just a minute. And And just with a couple clicks, we can then move the ads from Facebook over to Google or across dozens of different native ad networks. So here we go. Let's actually look at ads that are on. Again, we can filter. So let's filter this down. Let's say we want to filter it and say we only want, so you have tons of filters. So we can filter it down and say, let's only look at things that got us sales for less than, let's say $8. Let's see, greater than, I want to say less than. There we go. So now we have 31 ads where it cost us less than $8. Okay. And what we can do is also create a filter from this and make it and automate it. So with a couple of clicks, we can make what's called a filter. We don't have to keep coming running this report, and we can save it as a new filter. Okay. So that's how you would dig in and do an analysis. You can analyze your posts, analyze your content, analyze your ads. And again, these are ads on Facebook, on Google, on other ad networks across the internet, and it does it all from this dashboard. The next feature, which I don't think I've revealed before, is called our Automator. And this is a demo account, so there aren't any in here yet. But we can come over here to the Automator, and we can create an Automator that, let's say we wanted to look at our ads. So look at our ads, look at that ad account, and there's the filter I just made. And so whenever we have ads that are getting sales for us that are less than $8 a sale, you could look at the ads over the last 3 days. So this is telling Promotion Engine to take a look at our ads, look at the last 3 days of stats, and then anything that is doing well, you can send an alert. We can pause the ad, create the ad, and then what we're releasing now is also it can adjust budgets back and forth. So for example, let's say we wanted to move an ad from Facebook. So it's studying our Facebook account. When it finds good ads, we can have it just go and create that ad over on Google. And we can say how much is the maximum ads a day it can make. We can also give it budget so it won't spend too much money for us. We can control our budget right here with the budget threshold. And then we tell it what time we want it to do that. Do you want it to do it in the afternoon? Do you want it to do it in the morning? We flip that to 6:09 in the morning. And then if I hit save, Promotion Engine would every day at 6:09 in the morning would study all of my ads. And if it found good ads on Facebook, it would automatically create new ads and move them to Google for me while I'm asleep. Because I'll tell you what, at 6:09 a.m., I won't be awake. So those ads will be made while I'm sleeping. So I'll get up in the morning and all of my analysis, all of my everything is done for me automatically. Okay. This is a brand new feature that we are rolling out right now. So if you're an existing Promotion Engine user, this will be appearing in your account. It's rolling out now. And of course, if you join me, which I'll tell you in a bit, how you can get access to Promotion Engine, you'll get this feature too. So there are dozens of other features. I just showed you 3. There are dozens of features in here. That's a powerful tool that will help you automate all of this. And by the way, if all of this stuff is confusing, I also do regular live coaching and training and help. And we've got a bunch of training that will help you through how to use this. What do you think? Does that sound interesting? I thought so. To my knowledge, there is not another tool in existence that can do what this does, that will analyze your stuff, find only your best pieces of content. And by the way, we can analyze it on Facebook, but we can also analyze it directly on your site and across many, many other ways as well. So you'll be able to have Promotion Engine watch a blog post, regardless if the traffic is coming from Facebook, coming from Google, coming from wherever. Watch that blog post, and if it's a good one, you can tell it to make ads and say, hey, then put it over, create ads on Google anytime you find a good post that's doing well, regardless of what your traffic is coming from. So anyway, well, I get really excited about this stuff. So anyway, Promotion Engine was originally created for enterprise level customers, and it commands enterprise level pricing. So it's built to be, it's not a cheap tool. It's a power tool. It's far beyond any other kind of cheap marketing software. It's taken my team years. That is not an exaggeration, years to build and perfect this. It includes world-class support. We are hands-on and can offer direct one-to-one help to get you up and running and using the tool and getting results. And it's created to become a permanent part of your business, because today, in today's marketplace, you can't survive unless you're doing what the big giants want us to do. They want us to provide value. They want us to provide a good experience, and this is how you do it. And to my knowledge, there's no other way to be able to automate this and do it effectively. It takes a lot of knowledge and a lot of hands-on effort to do it yourself. So this is built to kind of become a part of your business and kind of bolt onto your business and help you actually expand it faster than ever before. So as I mentioned earlier, I don't want to exclude new businesses and entrepreneurs that have that are on a budget. So what I'm doing is I have a beta program. It's called Promotion Engine Enterprise, the beta program. We've been offering at a discount. Today, I'm going to offer it at an even bigger discount. So I'm going to give you a huge discount, and then I'm also going to give you a $250 discount coupon on top of the already special beta pricing. Okay, so you get a double discount today. So I just showed you a couple of our features. We do stuff like automated video advertising, content automation and promotion. We have viral contest tools, sharing tools to help you share your content across a lot of places. We help you with Facebook lead ads. We actually have a special type of Facebook lead ad that you cannot build on any other platform. So if you want to get leads from Facebook and you want to get them really cheap, like we're getting leads for like 12 cents a lead, this is the only way you can do it, is using this tool. And including some of the advanced analytics that will help you grow your profits. We've also got Facebook private messaging tools that are really, really powerful. And it's a very simple tool, but if you just activate it and follow the simple instructions, it takes literally 2 minutes to activate it and get it set up. And you'll see an instant boost in the reach of your Facebook page. We've measured it. It's about 20% boost by just turning this on. And a whole lot of other features. So you saw how cheaply we're using it right now to get traffic. And using Promotion Engine, you can build a list. You can sell physical products. So if you're selling e-commerce online, you can use it for that. You can sell services. You can have warmed up targeted prospects who are interested in your services because you've educated them with content before they've made the decision to do business with you. You can generate leads affordably. You can successfully sell memberships and info products. And if you join me with this special promotion, you're going to get 12 months of enterprise level access. Now, the world is going to pay $5.99 a month for that. We are launching now. We're actually gearing up to do our big public launch. And enterprise level companies will be paying us $5.99 a month. And that is a $7,188 value. That's what it costs. You're going to get that as part of this special promo. You're going to get live coaching from me on how to do this. How do you use social advertising and marketing? How do you use video? How do you use viral marketing and turn that into profit in your business? And combined, which by the way, I charge $5,000 for coaching and consulting. If you want to hire me to do one-to-one coaching and consulting, you can do that separately if you'd like. Or you just join on the offer that we're going to be offering you today. It's $12,188 in value. You'll get all of it. We've got some bonuses. I'm going to actually make you part of the Founders Club. So we're gearing up for our big public launch. That's just right around the corner. And you're going to actually be able to look over my shoulder behind the scenes and watch my campaigns. You'll see exactly how we pull off the launch, how we run our ad campaigns, what are our results, both good and bad. And it's one of the few times you're going to have like an over-the-shoulder, behind-the-scenes view of what happens in a huge product launch. Only the first 20 people are going to get access to the Founders Club, and that would sell for $1,000 if you bought it elsewhere. Second fast mover bonus. I'm going to give you access to our Social Video Formula Ultimate Bundle. This is a course that we launched that includes a whole bunch of templates and tools, a whole library of tools to help you make really effective video ads. Both you can use it for creating video ads for local businesses as a consultant or for your own business. And you'll get all of the training, all of the videos, the entire video ad library. It's a $2,000 value. The first 10 who join me get it today. So we'll recap on what you're going to get. 12 months of enterprise level access. That's a $7,188 value. Live coaching, one-to-one with me on social, video, and viral, $5,000 value. Social Video Formula, the Ultimate Bundle. If you're a fast mover, you'll get that. That's a $2,000 value. The Founders Club, which is another $1,000. Total value, $15,188. Okay, that is what these would sell for retail. And in fact, the enterprise level access is about to go on sale, and that's what everyone else will pay for it. Because you're joining as a beta tester, you're going to get a big discount. Okay. We are doing our last round of beta testers right now. So there's a very short period of time where we're going to be accepting our last group of beta testers, and then the beta program is closing and will no longer be available because we're going to do our public launch. Because you're joining us and you're amongst the last beta testers, you're going to get a massive discount. And not only will you get the beta discount, today on this presentation, I'm going to give you an additional discount on top of that, okay? Here's the deal. There's a little catch. The catch is that you work with my team, okay? Work with my team. We will help you. We will get you the results that you're looking for. During the beta test, we're going to help you out. I'm going to help you out. We're going to help you get the results you're looking for. All I ask is that you not only work with my team to make that happen, but then you provide feedback and a testimonial. If you're willing to do that, I'm willing to dramatically lower the price. That's the deal. That's kind of our handshake deal here. I promise to help you get results if you promise to give me feedback, good or bad. And if we get you good results, give me a testimonial, okay? So as I said, we're gearing up for our big launch, and I really would like to collect up a lot of testimonials to help back up and show the world how powerful Promotion Engine is. And this is where you come in and why I'm doing the beta program. And how you'll join me is you go right now, open up a new browser tab. Don't get lost. Don't do it in this one. Open a new browser window, new browser tab. Go to promotionengine.com/special. You'll see the very special discount pricing on there. And in addition to our beta program pricing, which is a huge discount, today I've also given you an additional $250 off the price. Because you're part of this limited beta test, you're going to get a massive discount. You're not going to pay the $15,188 retail price. If you act fast, you'll get the bonuses. Go there now, and that's how you'll find out just how inexpensive you can get in for. It is at promotionengine.com/special. promotionengine.com/special. And don't forget the fast mover bonuses. We've got the Social Video Formula Ultimate Bundle, which includes the entire video library that will help you create video ads for your business or for other businesses if you want to be a consultant. The first 10 only. And that comes with video training, a 3-part ebook series, as well as the entire library. That's a $2,000 value. You get that. If you're amongst the first 20, you'll also get the Founders Club. You'll be able to be part of the Founders Club and be behind the scenes while we do the launch. And you get to see my campaigns. You'll see exactly what I do, how I do it, and what the results are. So, by the way, I've got another bonus that I was kind of holding in my back pocket. I kind of teased you about it earlier. If you join me today, I will also give you the written course. So we have a training guidebook that I'll send you in the mail, and it will show you how to create money from thin air. It will show you exactly how you set up a business from scratch, from having nothing. If you don't have an existing internet business, you want to build one, it will show you how to go from scratch, set it up, make it profitable, and then expand it using Promotion Engine. I'll send you a copy of that guide as long as you're one of the beta testers while we're open. Okay, so that is an additional bonus that I'll be throwing in. So act fast and make sure that you get in on that. That's in addition to everything else. So there is another bonus that I was teasing you about earlier, and I wanted to make sure you knew. So on top of the Social Video Formula Ultimate Bundle and on top of the Founders Club, you'll also get that written course and check sheet where I'll send it to you in the mail. You'll be able to go through the course and come out the other side with a profitable business that you just bolt Promotion Engine right onto it. All right. So the question you really should be asking yourself, is it worth the investment? Just one single campaign can earn you more profit than it costs to join the beta program. And it can happen fast. I've seen it happen over and over again where one campaign more than covers your cost. The automation of the ads, like if you're manually making ads at Facebook today, and if you're manually making ads on Google or anywhere else, you will waste more money than Promotion Engine costs. You see what I mean? Promotion Engine will analyze your ads and get rid of the ones that are not working automatically, hands-free, without you having to do anything. So if it takes you 2 or 3 days to catch a bad ad while you're burning up money on a poorly performing ad, Promotion Engine catches it immediately. Before you even get out of bed in the morning, it'll have found it and gotten rid of it. So you'll save more money on wasted ad costs than this will cost to join the program today. One video ad campaign, which we haven't even really touched on at all today. Some of the video ad strategies that you'll learn and that you can use with the bonuses, that will pay the cost of this back. One single campaign. Thousands of leads, tons of viral traffic. It is easy to cover the cost of this investment. And that's the question. Is it realistic to get your investment back and then a big return in addition to that? This is our final beta testing bonus. This is the final round of Promotion Engine beta testing before we close the beta program and no longer offer it. Promotion Engine is about to go on sale to the public. When it does, this goes away completely. And to kind of celebrate this big accomplishment, 50 people during this promotion right now, when you join, you're going to get an additional $250 discount off the purchase. And if you go right now, go to promotionengine.com/special. If you see that discount on the page, it's still available, and get in now before it's gone. So this is $250 less than everyone else who has joined the beta program in the past, and you'll get it at an even bigger discount. And by the way, if you're already an existing Promotion Engine owner, you can use this to re-up for another year. So if you want to add an additional 12 months and get this discount, you can do that right now. Just sign up using the link below, promotionengine.com/special. Get that big discount while you can. So this is not a public offer. It's only open during our private promotion here. And this is how you join us. So what's it worth to you so that you are in control of your traffic? You are in control of your sales. You've got a thriving business that's growing. What's it worth to you to actually seize control? I see so many business owners who are they're operating in this place where they're constantly reacting because they're not in control of their traffic. They're not in control of their sales, and their profit is going up and down, or maybe they have no profit at all. Instead, let's change that. I'll help you change it. What is that worth to you? Ultimately is what you should ask yourself when you go over there at promotionengine.com/special and check out this special offer. Now, others have paid me, it costs a lot of money to hire me as a consultant, to get one-on-one help from me in your business. Large companies pay me for consulting, and the $25,000 retainer, as an example, just to go in and help a company grow their business. And it was well worth it. I actually helped them add multiple 7 figures to their business from that investment. But that's an example of the kind of price that it commands when you want to get direct one-on-one consulting from me. And you're going to get that same level of commitment from me. I'm going to help you personally, directly, and you get it at just a tiny fraction of that price. So the risk is all mine, by the way. So this is completely risk-free. And let me show you why. You just decide if you're up for the challenge. That's the only thing you need to decide. Are you up for the challenge to try out this new and powerful strategy this new and powerful software. Put up the investment that it takes to join today. Join the beta program today. If it works, awesome. If it helps you grow profit in your business, fantastic. We'll celebrate together and you can send me a testimonial, right? If it doesn't, after you've worked with my team and we work together to try to get you results, it doesn't work, just ask for your money back. That's it. That's the deal. It's my 365-day crazy risk-free guarantee. You have a full year. Put Promotion Engine to work. Attend my training. Use my staff and me. I will help you directly. If we can't help you increase your traffic and increase your income, ask for your money back. Not only will I happily give you your money back, I will PayPal you $100 for giving it a try. That is how confident I am that we can get you results. So you'll get the power of Promotion Engine, the power of my team behind you helping you. You'll get me helping you. We will get you results or you don't pay. There's a catch though, okay? There's another little catch. I want you to use it. You actually have to put it to use. I want you to help me use the platform, help me get testimonials and successes. If you don't use it, I can't promise it's going to work, right? So use my team. If something's not working right, reach out. We'll help you get it fixed. We'll help you get results. Work with the team as we debug it and get you to making profit. If you're willing to do that, then I'm willing to back this up with kind of like an almost an unheard of guarantee in the industry. And you'll get that when you join me at promotionengine.com/special. And you can read the details of that guarantee over there as well. So the real question is it worth gambling just a bit of your time? Okay, just a little bit of time. Check it out. What if it does just half of what I've claimed? What if my claims, half of them are just totally don't work? Well, even half of what it does today will more than cover the expense. You'll make a ton of profit. And this is not uncommon. I have seen people pay for this investment in days. Which, by the way, if you are on a very tight budget, don't forget that you do have PayPal credit option. So this is available only to U.S. residents. Those are PayPal's rules, not mine. So I'm sorry about that if you're out of the U.S. But if you're a U.S. resident, you check out with PayPal on our order form and then choose PayPal credit as your funding option. You'll immediately get 6 months of no payments and no interest financing. So that is offered by PayPal. And that's how you can get that. Again, it's PayPal's rules, not mine. But if you're a U.S. resident, check out with PayPal on our order form. And then as you're checking out, choose PayPal credit as your funding option on how you're going to pay for it. And there you go. You'll get 6 months, no payments, no interest financing. And you can see that over at promotionengine.com/special. So one more little offer here, and then we're going to get to live Q&A. So I'm actually going to pull up the chat. Actually, one of my staff is going to join me on mic, and we're going to be doing live Q&A with you. So if you have questions about anything I've talked about today, some of what I learned at Facebook, some of the inside knowledge I've got about what's working today and the content police that are out there, right? You got questions about Promotion Engine or anything at all, we're going to do open live Q&A in just a minute. But before we get to that, who'd like a chance to get into this for free? There's a catch, got to admit. There is a catch here, okay? You do got to grab the offer today. So you got to jump over there. You do have to get in today and join through that link. Put Promotion Engine to use. Actually, go use it. Get my team's help. Get my help. We'll use it. We'll boost your traffic. We'll boost your sales. Send me a testimonial, right? That's already part of the deal. If you get success, I want to hear about it. I want to know any success, any testimonial you have, and then we're going to document it, okay? And here's the deal. If you're willing to do it, if you're open to this, we'll actually put together a case study around you. So I will personally work with you. We will document your whole process. We'll document your business, what you did, how it worked, why it was powerful. We'll spend some time together putting that together. We'll put a little case study together. And don't worry, I'll do all the work. You don't have to. You just got to be willing to work with me on it. If you're willing to do that, I'll just give you all your money back. So get in today, put it to use, get amazing results. And if you're willing to help me and we document a case study together, you get 100% of your money back as a reward for helping me out by doing a case study. Okay. So now that goes a step beyond just a little testimonial. We're going to have to talk and work out, how to put that together as a case study proving what happened. But if you're willing to do that, you get all your money back. How does that sound? I thought you might like that. Okay. So, and there's a lot of stuff here. So over $15,188 in value. That doesn't even count some of the extra bonuses I threw in. You also get the artificial intelligence that we're building. Okay. So this is a top secret project that is not yet released, where we have AI that can do your marketing for you. You will get that when it's released. There's a bunch of other bonuses. I actually will help you learn how to use Promotion Engine to sell marketing services to local businesses. So I'll show you how you can use these tactics to do this marketing on autopilot to local businesses or any business, frankly, and charge them a hefty fee to run their Promotion Engine marketing for them. So you can go out, set up Promotion Engine, run it for these businesses on their marketing, and charge a hefty fee at the same time. I'll show you how to do that. Or alternately, if you want to make money out of thin air and you want to learn about our strategy where you can create a brand new business and turn it into profit, I'll send you the entire course that'll walk you through. It's a written course with a checklist that'll take you step by step. It's a series of lessons that you'll actually study. You'll go take action and then move to the next step. You'll come out the other side with a profitable business right out of thin air. So your choice. You can pick either one, and I'll give it to you as an extra added bonus on top of everything else. I've been talking for a while. I would actually like to go to Q&A. So,
hey, Bill, I hate to interrupt you. Can I get a quick question in really fast?
Yeah, sure. No problem, man.
Okay. Listen, I get it. I love this model. I love this model a lot. And the feedback is through the roof. Let me ask you, could you turn this thing on its axis a little bit? Could you tweak this thing and use it as like a service-based model for local clients where you would monetize this whole process, and then our guys, myself, we could charge clients a fee based on doing the work and using the whole Promotion Engine, model?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So with the deal that we've got for that I'm offering here, they actually get 8 seats into Promotion Engine, and they can use those for themselves, of course, or they can use them for clients. So built in with the Purchase AC Now, they could actually put up to 8 clients into the platform. And there's a whole bunch of things that you can charge. And this could go for local business, but frankly, any business. So whether it's offline local, or if anybody have clients that are just online e-commerce, or whoever your clients might be, you can charge them for these services. And like one of the things is content generation. So you're creating and posting content, you're blogging for them. It is social media management, and it's a bit of paid ad management. And so you're performing 3 really valuable services, and you have a measurable way to show that they're going to get a return on investment. And so you can charge a hefty fee for doing that for them. Absolutely.
No, I love it. Okay, I got to ask you, drill down on the whole paid ad management. I've gotten good the last couple of years at Facebook, but I know some of our team are, I'm going to say reluctant or reticent or a little bit nervous. So I know from dabbling in here a little bit that the product actually helps you figure out what ads to scale, right? You don't have to be an expert. You don't even have to hire an ad manager in this case.
Yeah, it's basically you get a chance to let Facebook be like your laboratory. Okay, it's like you put a blog post up, you put a piece of content up, and you
you'll use Promotion Engine to do it, and it will post it. It'll place a small ad on it. You can spend as little as like $2 a day. So what I usually do is I'll put an ad on a post, spend $2 or up to $5 a day for 2 to 3 days. And then Promotion Engine measures the results, and it will automatically make the decision for you. It will decide whether that post is good or bad, and either the ad will just stop and that'll be the end of it, or Promotion Engine will see that it's a great post and it can actually increase. It can place more ads. Not only that, it can actually then take that ad and move it over to a different ad network. So it can take the ad, put it in the Google network, the Google Display or Google Search Network. You can put it into some native ad networks so that you can be running ads on like news sites all over the web. So it can do all of that automatically, and it does the measurement. And then we just use Facebook as like our lab to be able to tell what the audience likes and what they don't like.
And so when the audience, like, let's say we're doing it with Local Guys as a Service, and the audience is liking the content,
Mm-hmm.
is our ultimate goal opt-ins? Is it leads, or is it really building up actually the audience on that site for that client?
It's
what do
actually
you
a
think?
mixture.
And there's probably more than one, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, it is like the perfect combination of all of those things, right? So I think a lot of people are used to blogging, the idea of content and blogging and social media being like something you pour money into, but it doesn't necessarily return back sales.
Sure.
But
yeah.
but
yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that way. That's the cool thing, is with this tactic, we do those things, but I do them on I want the immediate ROI. If I spend $1, putting out a piece of content, I want to see it returns $1.50, $2, $3 or more, right? And you can do that with this tactic. It's the only way I know to, spend time, money, and resources in social media and content marketing and get an immediate return on investment.
Wow. So if you had to pick, I mean, where do you see the best results? Or when you've done it, is Facebook just dominant, or is it across the Google network? Or what about some of the display ad, the whole native networks? I mean, I've always had interesting traffic over there, but my results haven't been as good. But I've never really been able to dial it in and really kill it over there.
Well, that's the cool thing. Facebook does tend to be the easiest place to get quick results. And so that's why I like to start there. And that's where like using Facebook as your laboratory to do experiments is great, because so you can, typically what I see is I'll try, say, 10 pieces of content. Well, 8 of those 10 are just going to be mediocre at best, but then 2 of them are going to be awesome. It's the old 80-20 rule, right? But now I can measure that, and I can see that inside Facebook, that which of the 2 are my awesome, home run hits. And I take those, and when I take those and scale those out on the Google Display Network, I get good results, right? But if I put those 8, the ones that aren't getting me only mediocre results, that would just waste money on the display network.
Got it.
And so I use this as it's a great way to be able to scale. So I can start with a small little investment, test on Facebook. I can scale on Facebook. If it's still working and scaling on Facebook, then move it to Google, scale it, then move it to the native ad networks. It's like a 3-tier scaling. And I only scale it if it's working on the other platforms.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I get it. No, thank you.
Well, one thing too is and that also might sound complicated, and it is if you do it by hand, but that's the beauty of Promotion Engine. It will automate. What I just described there is automated. They don't have to do anything except set it up once and push a button.
Yeah, I think that's the key. And I know a lot of times the whole push a button thing sounds a little hokey, guys. No, it's not in this case. This is just brilliant the way it works. And you basically, in this case, you're letting results make your decisions.
Well, and that's important. And I think that's why I think a lot of people have tried blogging, where they try, quote unquote, social media, and then it fails and it doesn't work. And it's because nobody's measuring the ROI. Nobody knows what's working, what's not. They just throw a bunch of stuff out there, and then they don't know They don't, like buried in all of the failures is probably 2 or 3 amazing successes, and they just don't know it.
Yeah, it's so common. Like in local as well, everybody, oh, this doesn't work or that doesn't work, or a business owner will say something like, yeah, it didn't work. I tried that before, but they've never really measured it, and they really have no idea. It's like I tend to try to split test, like with voice drops. I try to split test lots of scripts with our bots. We're split testing all kind of messaging to figure out what gets the best open rate. What causes, what gets us the click-through rate we want. And if you don't test and don't measure it, how do you know? I mean, you and I can only guess so much. You got to test to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm often shocked by what works. I'll put something out there and I am certain it's going to be awesome. And then if you measure it and I see, oh, well, maybe not so much. And then I'll see something else that I think is going to be a failure, and it works amazingly well. But if you don't measure, you have no idea.
I totally agree. All right, I didn't mean to interrupt, so I'm going to hand it back over to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man. But also too, just to clarify on that one last point, and then we'll dive into some Q&A with the audience.
Yep.
So this allows you to not only use this for yourself, but you can use this for clients, and it does give you a service that is completely unique. You will not have others competing with you for this very premium service that you can charge a significant amount of money for, because it will get them results. And it's it's something that is very difficult to do by hand, very expensive to do kind of by hand. And with the automation and the tools that we have to help, you can do it very inexpensively, but charge a premium for it and get the client some amazing results at the same time. So, and you can use it for your own. If you want to use this to generate leads for your own business or direct sales, it works in just about any market. So
do you think, we've talked a lot about what I'm doing with local clients and what some of my list is doing. It's very possible to use this as the ultimate client generation strategy where this is delivering clients to your doorstep that come to you. Is that fair to say?
Yep. You could use this to generate the clients that come to you, and then you sell them this service back to them.
Well, and they've almost pre-sold themselves because they see you, at least, they read about it. So your credibility is improved, I think. It's always higher, but I don't know. I love the model where they're going to seek me out as a result of something they read or saw or got sucked into a series of content, and then they hit me up and want to come on board. The likelihood of that lead closing is through the roof.
And it's a service that is very difficult for them to do themselves. So it's nothing that they can decide, oh, you know what, maybe we don't need the consultant anymore. We can kind of take this in-house, or it's just
there's no way they can replicate. They could cut me or anybody else out. Truth is, they have to have this.
Yep, exactly. All right, cool. So shall we get into some Q&A?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, thanks.
Let's actually let's see if we can bring on Mike. Matt, are you out there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, I hear you. So, hey, does everybody else hear Matt?
I hope so.
Give him a big hello, Matt. Let's make sure they hear you.
Hello. Hope you can hear me.
So, okay, let's see the chat. So Matt has been keeping an eye on the chat for me. And he is going to be sort of my representative in the chat for the moment. And we are going to do a live Q&A. And I hope to answer any question you've got about these tactics, about Promotion Engine, or anything at all. Matt, let's dive into it.
Cool. Yeah, we've got a lot of questions. So let's get into it. So this one has a lot of people have asked, they want to know, are there any other costs besides tonight's fee?
In terms of like upsells and stuff? Well, we do have an optional thing. If you need help building a blog, we can do that for you. That's an optional fee that if you want to try that out, I think that we do have like a trial offer where you can try it out for free. But other than that, no. So we have no other upsells or other stuff that we're trying to sell you. Now, remember though that you'll have your normal business expenses. So that you'll pay Facebook directly, for example, if you're buying Facebook ads or Google ads or things like that, you'll have to pay for those. But in terms of stuff that you need to buy from us to make this work, all the training, all the support, all the stuff is included.
Okay, cool. And people want to know what happens after the 12 months.
So here's the cool thing is you actually are grandfathered in at the special pricing. So while Promotion Engine is launched to the public, everyone else is paying $5.99 a month for the same level of access you have. You can just re-up. And as long as you keep renewing at the grandfathered rate, it's locked in for life. So every 12 months you can renew at that special pricing. And as long as you keep renewing, you'll never pay more.
All right, cool. Let's see. This question got asked a few times. There's one person says they want to know if they could use it on client sites, and then a lot of people wanted to know how many sites can they use it on.
Oh, that's really silly that I didn't explain that, huh? Okay, so here's the deal. Promotion Engine Enterprise, it is a level that comes with 8 businesses. So these are eight businesses for you or 8 client businesses. You can do it either way. So it'll manage up to 8 websites, up to 8 Facebook pages, up to 8 ad accounts. Anyway, basically 8 separate businesses you'll be able to set up and run through Promotion Engine with this access. And those can be your businesses or client businesses, either way. And that is included. So that's the level that you've got. Also, at the enterprise level access, other people will be paying additional fees that you will never pay. There will be some advertising. Like if somebody is spending $1 million a month, they'll be paying extra fees to us, and you'll never pay those, even for your clients.
All right. One person wanted to know, if I don't have a Facebook account, do I need to get one?
Yeah, you should have a Facebook account for your business. So if you don't ever want to use it for personal stuff, you don't have to, right? So this will, you can set all of this up independent of your personal self. So nobody in the world will have to know what you're doing. You don't have to go spam your friends and family on Facebook, nothing like that. But you will need a Facebook account in order to do this. We go through the setup process. I'll show you in the members area how you set it up to keep it separated from you as a person. But you definitely will need to create an account to be able to use Facebook and all the Facebook tools.
All right. This question, they're saying, I don't have a business online yet. Can I profit with this?
Well, especially with the extra bonus. So I decided at the last minute to throw in this extra bonus. It's our 3-step course. It's 3 steps to profit. Again, it's an actual written course. So we'll send you a whole workbook, and you can do these lessons in the workbook. So you'll study a little bit, and then you'll go off and you'll take the next step, and then you'll come back and kind of write your results. And you go through this actual written course plan, this lesson. And when you're all done, you come out the other side with a profitable business. And the cool thing is, it's all written to work with Promotion Engine. So you can use Promotion Engine to do many of the steps in the course. And you'll get that for free. So if you want that, by the way, get in, sign up at the link you see there, promotionengine.com/special. And then what you'll want to do is just open up a ticket. So you'll see the help desk and tell them you want the free Money from Thin Air course, and we'll send it to you. So it'll come in the mail. So we'll have to actually collect your mailing address and get it out to you.
All right. This person wants to know, will this work for local businesses?
Yes. So the same exact strategies and all of the same kind of, trouble that everybody's running into online right now applies equally to local business. So a local business is not exempt. So they have to work on the same standards as everyone else, and these tactics will work well for them.
And then another person wanted to know, will this work for affiliate marketing?
Yes, it works really well for affiliate marketing. And, while other affiliate marketers are trying to beat their head against the wall using old kind of spammy techniques, Instead, you're going to be using these modern marketing strategies, and they'll be wondering why you're getting your traffic for so cheap, right? Your the other affiliate marketers that are out there struggling, you'll be getting cheap traffic and having some great results.
All right, cool. Somebody wanted to know, is Promotion Engine approved with Facebook API?
Yes, that we are I actually have a really good relationship with Facebook. I've been invited up to their corporate headquarters multiple times. Got invited to the big conference where I got to sit with Mark Zuckerberg himself. We are integrated with Facebook, and we're approved through the Facebook Marketing API. In fact, we're on track to become an official badged Facebook marketing partner, which is really hard to do. We're almost there. So yes. And I see a couple people asking about pay plans. Do you see those questions, Matt?
Yeah.
Do you know if the payment page is up?
Let me see. I think it is.
Well, so here, while you check that, I'm going to go to the chat. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Okay, so I've had a bit of stuff here in the chat where people are asking, is there any kind of payment plan? And the answer to that is maybe. If breaking this into payments would help you get in today, let me know in the chat. So pop right now, say, if I could put it into, if I could break it into, say, I think that page is 3 pays. Is that what that is? I think that's what it is.
Yes.
If I could break this into a 3-pay option, would that make it affordable for you? Would you be able to join? Would you be interested in joining at a 3-pay? Let us know in the chat. If there's enough interest in that, we'll release that link. So just let me know if that would help make it in your reach for your budget. And if that helps to make sure that you can get in today, if there's enough interest in that, then we'll release that in just a minute. So, okay, there is some interest in that. Okay, I see quite a few people asking. Well, here's what we'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and release it. So the 3-pay option makes it more affordable. At the end, if you make all 3 payments, you will pay more. So those who get the full pay, if you pay in full today, you will get the full discount. Those who go on a payment plan, you'll pay a little bit more by the time you're done with all 3 payments. So if to save the maximum amount of money, pay in full today. But if you're really on a tight budget, then you can go with the 3-pay option. That'll get you in today with a lower investment today. You'll pay a little bit more overall after you've made all 3 payments. That one's at payments, right? Is that where that page is at?
Yes.
Okay, so can you pop that in the chat for everybody? Just send them the link to that. So the pay plan link, for those of you wondering where that's at, is at promotionengine.com/payments. promotionengine.com/payments with an S. PAYMENTS. And that'll give you the 3-pay option where you can get in and get in at a smaller investment today. Okay, cool. Back to questions.
Okay. Sorry, I got to find my list again. Got a lot of them.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, so this one, the person wants to know, will this work with a news/media site? Say I don't plan to sell products, but they want to know if it works with that style of site.
Oh yeah. If let's say you have a blog that's making money with Google AdSense, for example, and you're making money off of ad revenue, this works really well for that, because it's important that you get traffic for as cheap as you can. You need to get really cheap traffic. And honestly, there is no better way to do that than with this tactic and with Promotion Engine. So, I mean, we have sites that we're doing that on ourselves right this moment, actually. So yes, it will be very powerful for that.
Cool. Similar question is, does it work for a lead generation site as opposed to selling products?
Yes. So pretty much any business that needs affordable traffic um, and wants to be able to get leads and sales and profit of any kind, um, this is the best way to do it. It is, it is the most effective tactic in all of my businesses right now. Is what I showed you here today using Promotion Engine. We use it in every one of my businesses, and it's the main source of traffic for everything we do here.
All right. Somebody else wants to know, does this comply with Facebook's terms of service?
Absolutely. So I have a really good relationship with them, and I intend to keep it that way. So um, not only is it compliant with Facebook, it's also a chance for, I kind of share a little bit of the inside info that I learned from, being able to communicate directly with Facebook and go up and visit their headquarters. I share that info. Well, a lot of it I'm under non-disclosure agreement, so I can't tell you all the specifics, but a lot of how it's going to impact you and what you should do about it, I share with the Promotion Engine beta testers. So under, behind closed doors, I'll reveal all that info as I get it, at least as much as I can. So.
Cool. Next question is, does Promotion Engine work on other ad platforms besides Facebook?
Yes, it works everywhere. So the two big ones that we use it for a lot are Facebook, obviously, and Google. So you can create Google search and Google display ads. You can even create YouTube ads through this, all through the tool automatically. Okay. In addition to that, you can create ads at dozens of what they're called native ad networks. And so those are the sponsored stories that you see on websites all over the place, right? Anytime you're on a news media site or a content site, you'll often see sponsored stories. Well, there are these native ad networks, and there's about a dozen major ones, and we're tied into all of them. So we push you can advertise across all those native ad networks right through Promotion Engine with a single sign up, a single place to pay. You don't have to go through all the trouble signing up to dozens of networks. We'll just do it all for you.
Cool. Someone wants to know, does this work with CPA offers?
It can, yes. So again, the old methods of shoving traffic into kind of old CPA offers, right? Like trial offers, or the email submit offers where you get paid commission just for getting people to try something or submit their email. So if you buy traffic on any of these major platforms and try to send it straight to those offers, you're going to get banned. Your ads are going to get denied. You're going to get banned. You're going to have all kinds of trouble. When you use this tactic instead, you instead can get really cheap traffic, and you make them happy. They're happy to take your ads using this strategy. So it can be really effective for that.
All right. One person wants to know, does this work with a WordPress site?
Yes. So we have a direct integration with pretty much any WordPress site. We can tie right into it so that you can create content right inside Promotion Engine, and you don't even have to go log into WordPress anymore. You can do everything as far as content creation and distribution right inside Promotion Engine, and we integrate directly with any WordPress-based website to do that.
All right, cool. This next question, it's kind of a couple of different parts to it.
Yep.
They want to know when it comes to Promotion Engine, what about improvements and upgrades? And then they also want to know what if they have more than 8 clients that they want to work with?
All right. So a couple of things. So all of the features, when we launch live, which is right around the corner, there will be a whole lot of features that will be offered, released, and available. All of those features at launch date, I promise you will get, and you will never lose access to. Some of those features may cost extra money to everyone else when they buy later. You will continue to get all of those features, and any upgrades to those features will always be available to you. If we create completely new stuff that I couldn't imagine what it is today, but I don't know what we'll do with that, if there'll be any additional add-ons and stuff released, later. I can't predict what'll come 6 months or a year down the road. But in terms of all the features that are released at launch, you will get them all. And you'll be able to grandfather the pricing, so you'll never pay more as you renew. And any upgrades to those features will always be free. And by the way, so I started a new business in the health and weight loss market. A business that's really important to me. We're growing that to be a really big business. And I have a bunch of partners who have joined me in that. And some of them are here. I actually see some of them see their names in the chat. And I want to say, for anybody who's in that program or any of my other programs, Promotion Engine is the power tool that'll help you do that quicker and easier than doing it by hand, that you might be doing now. So if you're doing some of these strategies now in some of my other programs, whether it's our partner program or whether it's any of the things that we've released, Promotion Engine can take a lot of that manual work and turn it into automated, so that you can kind of do it in an automated fashion. So it's really, really good for that. So if you're in any of the other programs and you're looking for a way to make it easier, make it more automated, then this is a good choice for you to join here today. All right, what else we got?
Cool. So there was the second half of that question. They wanted to know if they have more than 8 clients that they want to work with. They want to know if that's possible.
Yes, so you can buy more licenses. I haven't set the pricing yet. So as a beta enterprise user, you will get a discounted price off of the additional seats, but you can add an unlimited number of seats. And I haven't yet worked the pricing out. We're in beta, we're launching soon, but what I can promise you is whatever our public price is, you'll get a substantial discount off of that. And you will be able to add additional seats to your business and additional businesses.
Okay, cool. Someone asked, when you go live with Promotion Engine, what will the monthly cost be? And I think they might be thinking that might apply to them.
Yeah, so the monthly for Promotion Engine Enterprise is going to be $5.99 a month. So, you do the math over 12 months, that's over $7,000 that you're going to get for way, way less than that joining today.
Cool. This next question is, do you have to pay for the native ads network?
Well, they're ads, so you don't pay us to use the feature, but they're ads, meaning, like any ad, it costs money, right? So you'll bid per click when you put those ads out there. And yes, that is an ad cost that you'll be covering. So if you bid, 10 cents a click, and then you specify your daily budget. So let's say, hey, I'll spend $100 a day and I bid 10 cents a click. Well, you'll be responsible for paying the cost of those ads. Yes. But as far as creating the ads or using the tool, there's no additional fee for that part.
Okay, a couple people wanted to know, how many fans on their Facebook page should they have?
Well, that's a tough question. That's going to depend wildly on a lot of factors. It depends on how engaged you are with your audience. It's going to depend on what market you're in. Some markets are really passionate. Some are less passionate. Like, for example, if you're in the make money online or internet marketing market, like I am, that market is not super passionate. So it takes a bigger audience to be able to get clicks and get activity. They're a bit jaded, right? You're bombarded with ads constantly. Do you have any shortage of offers in your inbox or advertisements asking you to sign up for marketing programs? Probably not, right? So because they're so saturated with ads and exposed, it takes a much bigger page to get results. Make sense? But let's say you're in a market that doesn't have the crazy competition and is not as saturated. You can have a much smaller page and still get some pretty effective results. So that being said, today you really want to have a page that has at least 1,000 fans. For a local business, it maybe is not as important. but for a nationwide or international business, 1,000 fans, absolute minimum. Yeah.
Okay, one person wanted to know, they wanted to know, what do we need to do in order to get the business bonus again, the workbook?
Just open up a ticket and ask for it. That's all you got to do. So once you get in, go into the members area, look for the support desk, and just open up a ticket and say, Bill told me I get the make money from thin air training, please send it to me. And then give us your mailing address, because the order page will take your billing address. I want to make sure I have your address so we can physically send you the course. And
Okay.
which, by the way, we were talking about Facebook fans. Who here would like to learn how I get my fans? Anybody want to know the formula that I use to get fans for as cheap as humanly possible? Let me know in the chat. I'll pull the chat window up in a second. So just give me a big heck yeah. Say yes, heck yeah. Tell me now, whatever you want. Tell anybody interested in that. I want to check the chat here and see.
Yeah, a bunch of yeses coming in.
Okay, that woke them up. Okay, good. All right. Well, so here's the deal. In the Promotion Engine beta members area, it's already in there. So the training on exactly how we get our fans is in the Promotion Engine beta area. I also will do an additional training session with all of the new buyers, where we'll review that material and it'll help you. So we can talk about your specific Facebook fan. I'll give you some advice on ads and help you with that. So so you'll be able to get that existing training that's already in the members area. And if you, and then just I'll do it on the very next Promotion Engine training session. We'll do a review, and I'll do some one-on-one and help you with your business and help you figure out how to get the cheapest fans possible.
All right, cool. Let's see. Somebody was wanting to know a little bit more about how you could build the blog for them.
Oh yeah, so we have,
yeah.
It's an optional thing. I offer it because a lot of people, they're very excited about this, but they have like a really crappy blog, to be, just to put it bluntly, or they don't have a blog at all. So they need a little bit of help. And so what we do is we offer a service where we build, selling blogs, right? So these are not like, old style blogs that are just designed to, get people to read the blog, but don't actually sell anything. That's kind of dumb in my opinion. So instead we build a special kind of blog that is designed to sell and help you make money. It's a very special format that we use. And there's a lot of extra tools and bonuses. There's like $2,000 worth of premium plugins and software and themes that we actually buy for you. And we install it on your site ahead of time. We build it for you, and then we hand you the keys. And so that's an optional upsell. Normally we charge, I think it's $2.99 setup fee to do that. And, but there's an offer after you join Promotion Engine where you'll see it. If you would like us to build you a blog, we waive the setup fee. And I think we even give you the first month free, I think. Anyway, you'll see the offer in there, but we'll build the same exact style blog that we use. And as an example, you can see it on many of my sites. If you go to jobcrusher.com, for example, in the Make Money Online market, you'll see an example of one of those sites at work. And so we'll build one of those for you, and it will help you sell and make money regardless. It can be used for any kind of business. So that's the offering. And again, I don't want to push that. That's not a big thing. It's just, I know some of the people that get Promotion Engine need a little bit of help with their blog. So it's a way for me to help make sure you get the best results possible.
Okay, right on. Let's see. One person wanted to know, does Promotion Engine work with other languages?
Yes. So the user interface in Promotion Engine is in English. So if you go in there, you're going to need to read English to be able to, read the menu and those things. We will be doing some additional language support, but right now it's all in English. So the people who on your team who use it will need to understand English. However, you can create foreign language content, and we can connect to a blog in almost any language and make this all work. So if you're blogging in Spanish and you're posting to Facebook in Spanish, no problem. German, whatever. So, as far as the marketing and content goes, we support any language, but the user interface is in English. So there you have it.
Cool. So this might be a good time to just point out, because I saw a couple people maybe were having issues with their card not going through. So I don't know if maybe you just want to do a little announcement for them so we can hold their spot.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So, anytime we do one of these live promotions, people, whatever, their card declines and they're scrambling to call the bank, or they're trying to transfer money around, or heck, sometimes you just have technical problems. Like, that's just the nature of technology. You go and you're trying to order and the order page isn't working right or something. So any of those problems, if you've made the decision that you want this, you want Promotion Engine, you want to join me in our coaching calls, you want to get all of our help, you want to use all the automation, you've made that decision, please speak up in the chat. You'll see the chat down below. Just speak up and say, yes, I want in Promotion Engine, but I'm having an issue. Remember, by the way, that chat is private. It's just me and the staff will see it, so that the rest of the people here will not see what you type in there. So what we'll do is we'll gather a little bit of info from you. My team will ask you for like a phone number or email address, and then we'll follow up and make sure that you don't get locked out. Okay, so because quite frankly, if you don't get in, don't reserve your spot, you're going to lose out and you won't be able to get in. So again, speak up in the chat. Just let us know you're having an issue. Again, it could be a credit card decline. You're transferring money around, technical problems, whatever, but you've made the decision. That's the important part. And tell us in the chat, and we will follow up with you and make sure that you do not get locked out. All right, what else we got? Do we have quite a few questions still to go?
There are still a few, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll keep answering questions. Let's do it.
All right, cool. This person says they have a WordPress site and they like to use that editor. They wanted to know, can they still use Promotion Engine if they prefer to use the WordPress editor for actually creating the content?
Yes, you can. You continue to use WordPress. You don't have to use Promotion Engine. You'll find that the Promotion Engine editor is very, very similar to WordPress. We kind of structured it that way because that's what everyone is used to. So it looks very similar. It works almost the same, and you probably will like it. But if you don't and you want to keep using your own dashboard, you absolutely can. And by the way, if you're not on a WordPress site, Promotion Engine can still work with your site. You'll just continue making your content the same way you always have, and then Promotion Engine can still analyze it, share it, and do all the ads and all that stuff, no matter what kind of website you have. The only part you'll miss out on is when Promotion Engine creates those posts on your website for you. You'll just do that the same way you always have.
Okay, one person wanted to know, can we resell this program as an affiliate?
Sort of, but not really. So you can resell services where you'll run a campaign for your clients, but you cannot resell like the software because it's not publicly for sale yet. When we launch publicly, there will be an affiliate program, but I don't have anything I can announce on that today.
Okay. Okay, this person wants to know, what's the average of quote affordable budget to get started for a small business?
Well, you'd be shocked at just how little you can spend. And I always have to do a little disclaimer here. You can start with a really small budget, but the more money you have available for a budget, the faster you're going to see results. Okay, because you just get more data faster the more you're spending. So with a really small budget, I would say if you can do $10 a day, for example, then that is kind of the range. Maybe $5, $10 a day, something in that zone. That's probably where I would say is the absolute minimum. But again, I would encourage you to spend more if you have the budget. So if you have the ability and it's part of the budget, you can do that. I would encourage you to spend more, and you're going to get faster results. But if you're just really tight on cash and the budget's difficult, I would say $5-10 a day, something in that zone, is going to be your absolute minimum.
Okay, this person wants to know, do you start with the blog post as just a regular post on your page?
Yes. So this is one of the things that a lot of people kind of make a mistake on. A lot of people put their content like in Facebook, or they put it in Twitter, or they send all their traffic to a YouTube video over on YouTube. Totally backwards. You want it on your website. You want to put it on your website, and you want to share your website link over on Facebook, or when you're Google Ads or wherever else you're promoting. So that traffic goes to your website. You want it to go to a property that you control, and that if you follow my training or you buy our blog service, you're going to have a blog that's going to be designed to be like a money-making machine. And so you want people to be on that page. And so, yes, you post the content to your blog, and then share that link to your blog post over on Facebook and other places. Or you just hit the blue button in Promotion Engine and it will do it for you. But, yeah.
Cool. So this is also related to content. They want to know how small or how big of a percentage does it take to put an ad on a piece of content?
Oh, in terms of the click-through rate, probably.
Yeah.
It varies market to market. A general rule of thumb is about 4%. So if you're getting a click-through rate of 4% or more, some markets, it's less. So you heard me talk earlier about the Make Money Online market. There's a lot of ad blindness in the Make Money Online market. And when I show an ad on Facebook to Job Crusher, let's say, we get a much lower click-through rate in general. So over there, we might lower that number down to 3%, let's say. But that's the general rule of thumb. And then some of our markets have insane click-through rates. Like we have some stuff we do that we're seeing like up to 20% click-through rates. But those are hyper-responsive markets, which is crazy if you think about it. That's 1 in 5 people who see that thing fly by on Facebook, click it, and come to the website. It's nuts. But anyway, about 4% is general rule of thumb. A little less if you're in a not a very responsive market.
All right, this person wants to know, when will the live trainings be held?
So they're held twice a month, and we hold them in a live broadcast where I come on camera. We have an open chat room, by the way. All the beta testers can talk to each other in there, and some of the staff are in there. It's kind of like a kind of fun little hangout we do. And we do those twice a month. And the Promotion Engine shows are, boy, which day are those on, Matt? Do you remember?
I think that they're the first and third Wednesday of the month.
Okay, so there you
go. Okay, this person wanted to know, similarly with the live trainings, they wanted to know, is it up to them to learn the software on the live calls or separately, or what's the best way for them to go about doing that?
Well, we have some pretty good training that you'll start with. It's important you understand the model, because it is different than what most people are used to. So there's some basic training that you'll definitely want to go through on your own that teaches the model of how does this all work, and what is different about it compared to other types of marketing. Once you've got that down, the basic tools are really easy to figure out. And if you're struggling with that, you can open up a ticket and we'll do some more hands-on help to help train you through that. And then one of the things, because it's in beta, actually most of the documentation hasn't even been added into the system yet because it's been evolving. We're just about to launch, So the good news is you're going to have a ton of really powerful documentation being added to the user interface, rolling out over the next few weeks. So there's also going to be extensive training videos and written documentation and screenshots and all of that stuff. As we get closer to launch, more and more of that stuff is going to be in the members area. But of course, at any point you get stuck, just get our help and we'll help you figure out any feature you want to use.
Okay, cool. One person is asking about native advertising, and they're wanting to know about the banners that it takes to create those. They wanted to know, is there functionality to provide banners, or perhaps maybe in development?
Yeah, the cool thing is you don't need to make banners. So what you'll do is when you create your content, I didn't really show it on the screen, but part of what you'll want to do is pick an image, okay? And we have tools that can help you find images, or if you use a stock image service or wherever you want to get your images, you can use our tools or your own. And you want to use a really powerful eye-capturing image with your post when you make it, okay? That image, our system will automatically kind of manipulate that image and change it into the formats needed to run on Google Display Network, for example. Or if we're going to run a native ad for you, same thing. We'll manipulate that image to make it work over in the native ad networks. That's basically how it works. So you don't have to make your own images. When you make your content, you just make sure you use the most powerful image that you can find for that content, and then we'll use it for you. Hope that makes sense.
Cool. Another person wanted to know, are the older live trainings or the past live training sessions recorded so that they can watch them?
Yes, going way back to the very original origins of the beta program. So there's quite a library in there.
Cool. One person said that they've bought, but they haven't seen a direct notification from us, and they're just wondering what they should expect.
Well, you should be redirected to create your account. So you should have, first of all, you should be sent there so you can create your account and log in, and you should be receiving an email. If you haven't, then definitely reach out to us. That means that something didn't quite work out right. The support link. Do you remember what the support link is for Promotion Engine, Matt?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
Type support.promotionengine.com. See if that takes you there.
If I could spell right. There we go.
Well, here, let me look here. So,
Daniel says it's help@promotionengine.com.
Oh, well, that's even easier. Okay, there you go. Thanks, Daniel. So, by the way, everybody say hi to Daniel. He's a vital part of the team here. Who helps out behind the scenes making promotions like this one, and our internal marketing do go really well. So everybody give Daniel a shout out. So thanks, Daniel.
All right, another question. They wanted to know, does this link, does PE work with Instagram?
Yes, because it works with the Facebook ads account. Facebook ads will create Instagram posts for you. So through that, yes, you can run ads. You can create content and run ads to that content through your Facebook ads account. Let me see. I want to make this sound less complicated. Yes, you can create ads with the tool, and it will automatically create Instagram ads for your content in Instagram. All you have to do is check a couple boxes and hit a button, and yes, it will create Instagram ads for you.
Okay, cool. There have been a lot of questions, so I think I've gotten through gotten most of them here. So we're getting a little bit towards the end. This person wanted to know a little bit more about the content management and automation, and they wanted to know, is it curation, and want to know if maybe you could give a little example.
Yeah, so in terms of how you create your content, which, by the way, we're going to be wrapping up in a moment too. So now that questions are kind of winding down, So I would like to remind you that you go to promotionengine.com/payments with an S to be able to see the offer and get in and join us. We're going to be wrapping up and closing down. So now is an important time that if you have had any problems, you're trying to transfer money around, credit card decline, technical problem, your browser is freaking out, whatever, our order form isn't working, whatever it is, speak up in the chat now before we shut down and make sure you lock in your spot. Because otherwise I can't promise that you'll be able to join and you'll be stuck having to pay public pricing later and you'll spend way more money that way. So speak up now, and we're going to be wrapping up shortly. So if you have any questions for me, maybe if we missed it, because it's been very busy in the chat, you can ask it again, or any other questions you're thinking of, ask them now, and we'll do kind of a last call for questions, and we'll be wrapping up soon. Yeah, so now I forgot the question.
Yeah, they wanted to know if you could do a demo on the content management and curation.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for reminding me there. Okay, so when it comes to creating your content, you have some choices. Some people really like to spend a lot of time and energy to create beautiful, very valuable content. You can absolutely do that just the same way you've ever done. So if you would like to write a post that is 100% original, awesome, total tons of value, you log into Promotion Engine and you'll use Promotion Engine as a tool to do research. So you can just type in keywords and hit search and you can find articles and news and videos and other things to do research to help you brainstorm and create your content. So that's one way you can use the tool. And I'll demo an example in a minute. The other way to use it is kind of like for fast content. You want to move fast. You don't want to spend as much time. Either option works depending upon your business goals and what you want to do. So with the easy way, we'll do like I showed you, where I quickly found a YouTube video, I popped it on the page, I typed a little introduction, and then boom, publish, done, right? And you can do that with videos from YouTube. You can do that with actual written content. So you can go find a really useful article, maybe that somebody wrote about 57 ways to weave baskets underwater, right? For example, right? But you can go over there and take a snippet of that. Maybe you'll take the top 10 of those or your favorite 10 of those 57 different things, quote them on your blog. That's called curation when you do that. Of course, you give them credit. You don't pretend it's yours. You don't do anything unethical or violate copyright laws, but you can quote a portion of their content, give them a link back, and I'll show you it's really easy to do using Promotion Engine. And so you can build either video content or written content in about 5 minutes for a post. And that's how long it takes me to do it. Log in 5 minutes, boom, I've got a post. It's scheduled to run on Facebook. Ads are scheduled. Everything's ready to go in just 5 minutes. So that's the easy way to do it. And then, what we'll often do is we put out a lot of easy content, just trying to see what the audience likes. And then when we find something the audience likes, then we'll dig in and draft a really nice, long, 100% original, very valuable piece. But it's based off of, we do shotgun, sending out lots of cheap, quick content, figure out what the audience likes, then do really good ones on that stuff. It's kind of our strategy. So I'll demo real quick a couple features that'll show you how to do that. I'll need to flip the screen around here again. So 1 second while I do that. Let's get this window over here. There we go. And boom. All right. Okay, so this is a test account, so hopefully everything works as it's supposed to in this demo. This is not the public. This is our testing server. So cross your fingers, it'll all work as it's supposed to. But what we're going to do is under the content engine, we're going to go to Post Creator, and then we're going to we're going to hit New Post. So we're going to create a post on this site here. And then as an example, let's say this is a survival site. So I'm just going to make a title that I think they're going to be interested in. And we'll do this. Okay. So we're going to do an article on survival shelters. So we have a couple choices. First off, we'd have to make an introduction, just kind of starting this out. And that, that varies a lot, but we like to introduce the post with original words. I also like to make original titles. So I don't just copy titles from other people. You're going to write your own original titles. And by the way, I have training. It's actually perhaps some of the most valuable training I offer is in the Promotion Engine members area about how do you craft compelling content that like literally hypnotizes someone and gets them to click on your ads, right? So we have a 3-step process that we use for writing titles and brainstorming content. You'll get that training. It's in the members area. So we come up with a really clever title that we know people will click on. This is an example of one. And then we give it a little intro. So I'm just going to say, for the sake of time, an intro, right? Then now we're going to do a quote. All right, so I'll do a quote here. So now I'm going to do 2 things. First, we're going to put a quote from somebody, which I'll show you how we'll find that in a second. But we're also going to do another video. So let me show you how you do that. You just click Add Content, click on Video, and we'll go back and type in survival shelter. Again, remember, I'm trying to do this fast for the sake of our demonstration, but I'd spend a little more time trying to find one I liked. If you wanted to preview it, you could preview it and watch the video here.
So you're in a survival situation and you need to build a shelter, but you've got no tools. You need to...
Okay, so that seems like a good one. So we could just click import and then boom, it's automatically imported into our post. See that? So now this video will be appearing in our blog. So we won't be sending people to YouTube. This video will actually get stuck into our blog. It'll be embedded in the blog post so people watch it on our site, not on YouTube. And this is 100% compliant with YouTube and Google rules. They want you to do this. So it's pretty cool that we can use their videos on our sites. Okay, so the next thing is, let's say I wanted to get some text, okay? Hopefully this next feature is live on our test server here, but if I want some text, I'll go over here to text and feeds. And let's say I'm going to try to find some news articles on survival. I got to spell it right. I'll type in survival shelter and we'll hit search and let's see what we get back. So this may not be, oh, it looks like it is activated. Okay. Okay, let's use the zombie apocalypse one. So we can click it to preview the article. Where's the preview button is not active. Okay, well, darn it. Oh, yeah. Well, the test server is, oh, there it is. So it is coming. It's just going slow. Okay, here we are. So now we can preview that post, right? So let's say I wanted to quote, I'm just grabbing random stuff here to have something to go. Let's do that one. So I can highlight the piece of content that I like and click paste to editor. And we're going to have to close this. Oh boy. So because I clicked it a bunch of times, this is what we get for doing a demo on the test server. Oh, well. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. Okay, so you'll see here that it just pasted that into my post, okay? So on the live server, that would work a little more smoothly than that, but on our test server, it's just, being weird. So you'll notice it took that quote and it stuck it in the post for me automatically. But also down at the bottom, it gave them credit here. So all right, so we can give them credit at the bottom of our post so that they get full attribution, right? And then at the top, we'd actually quote them and say, here's what they had to say. And we'd have a complete and finished post. Now, obviously, this is kind of like a bit of a nonsensical post just because I'm trying to rush through it for a demo. But this is an example of how you can put a post together in just a couple of minutes. So then when we hit publish, this would publish this to our blog. So it will be on our website. Then it would take the link pointing to our website and go stick that on Facebook. And it would also take that link and put it on Pinterest. It could put it on Twitter. And it can also make ads, sending traffic straight to the new blog post that you just made. And that would all happen when you hit publish right there on that blue button. Yeah, so there you have it. That is another little demo there of the content tool.
Cool. And somebody just asked for just a little clarification. They said, so we don't have to create our own videos. We can just share other people's videos.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's the beauty of Facebook, and not enough people use it for that. Again, Facebook is built to do that, and so many marketers are not taking advantage of that. Because think about it. If somebody has, like that video I started to look at, it looked really valuable. I think it was 23 minutes of what looked like really good content. So now someone goes to my website on my page, they get to watch that 23 minutes of great content. Sure, it's by another YouTube creator, but they're on my website. So I'm sort of like if you remember Oprah, right? So remember Oprah would have all these guest experts. Any talk show host kind of has that, right? It's a parade of guest experts. That's kind of like what your blog becomes. You become the talk show host that keeps having all these guest experts on. So that's the videos that show up in your post, you know, or the quotes that you're putting from other experts all over the web. This kind of strategy is called content curation, meaning you're collecting up content and sharing it on your blog. So that's one strategy, and it's really easy and really effective. But again, it's not the only content strategy. You can also create original content this way too.
Cool. One person wanted to know, is there a monthly fee?
Nope. So the fee that you're paying to join the Enterprise Beta program covers you for 12 months with no additional fees.
Cool. And another person says, do you teach us how to set up a blog? And is a blog necessary?
A blog is necessary. You know, I will teach you what the blog should have, but we don't actually do a step-by-step training on how to build a blog. Okay, that's not something that we have, but we do have a blog building service where we can build one for you. And for Promotion Engine beta testers, I'm waiving the setup fees. You can literally have us build you a blog for free. You'll pay the monthly hosting fee after that, but we'll build it for you at no cost. And I think that's it. Are there any other questions to answer, Matt?
A couple just came in. One person wants to know, after 12 months, does the price change substantially?
For everyone else, it changes as soon as we go live. For you, you're locked in for life. So when you become a Promotion Engine beta tester, you're grandfathered in, meaning you can continue to renew every 12 months at that cheap pricing that the rest of the world won't get. So as long as you renew before your anniversary date, you know, your membership expires, you just keep renewing at that 12-month rate and you'll keep the discount. So you are guaranteed this pricing for as long as you want to keep renewing your Promotion Engine account every 12 months. And you'll never pay more.
Okay. One person wants to know, is there a monthly fee for the blogs?
Yes. The offer on the blog hosting is all inside the members area. So when you should be shown that offer. I think we have an offer that shows you how to get it without paying the setup fee after you go in the members area. So it'll all the details on that will be in there, but we're waiving the setup fee, and there is a monthly fee attached to that. Which, by the way, if you have set up a blog, one of the other benefits is webmaster and tech support. So you have our webmaster team to help you with all of the webmastering tools and features. And if you're having trouble with something, we become like your webmaster team for you. So it's a very premium, high-level, hands-on help with your site. So it isn't like most sites that, the support is, the hosting support is often very bad and you're kind of always left on your own for technical stuff. We do the tech stuff for you on our hosting. So
another one was, can you target the ads directly into a specific relevant Facebook group?
You cannot target Facebook groups, but you can target people on their interests and their demographics. So age, sex, income, topics, hobbies, interests, some financial records, whether they're a homeowner or not a homeowner. There's all kinds of things that you can target them by. You can target people who are interested in, cats who live in Texas if you want, right? Or people who want to learn how to weave baskets underwater, to use my silly example today. So you can target for those things, but you cannot target inside of a group.
All right. Another question is about using Google AdSense as a monetization strategy, and they want to know if you have examples that you could show.
I don't, because it's a long story, but often what happens is we get sabotage on sites that I publicly display, where a whole bunch of people go there and click on all of our ads to try to get us banned from AdSense. So I don't hand out my sites on public live training anymore for my AdSense sites.
Cool. Another question is, does this strategy work on smaller markets like countries outside the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's human nature that works everywhere. I couldn't tell you that I personally have built a business in India and made it work. So I can't tell you from my personal results, but what I can tell you is that it's human nature. The traffic strategy works anywhere. Doesn't matter where in the world it is. And I think you're going to get similar results from the behavior of those people. They're going to appreciate the content. They'll make their own decision to be interested in your products and services. And yes, so whether you're in Germany or India or wherever, you can use these tactics.
Cool. Okay, I know it looks like we're getting down towards the end of the questions, but I know we still have a few left here. Let me see.
All right. Well, let me just do a reminder before we go on to the next question. So we're going to be wrapping things up soon. So if you have a question for me, whether perhaps you have a question about how to use this tactic for your business, something didn't quite make sense to you, or you have questions about the promotion engine offer and the tool, we're running out of time. We're going to be wrapping up and closing down. So ask that now. We'll do kind of a last round of questions. And don't forget, we are going to give away some cash in just a little bit. Who wants cash? Anybody want $100? $100 for anybody? just want to make sure. What do they say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
I thought you might like some cash. So we will do that, I promise. I won't forget. We'll do that after we wrap up the Q&A here. But it's also a time to remind you that it's time to make your decision. Decide, are you in or are you out? Would you like to become a promotion engine beta tester? Would you like to get access to coaching and direct help from me to help you with your business? Or I can help you with your ads. I can help you with your site, with your sales copy, with whatever you need to make you successful. I will personally help you with that. Whether you want my team's help to help you implement Promotion Engine and get all of these results. Whether you want the bonuses, including the social video formula and all the entire library to be able to create video ads. The Founders Club, where you get to be behind the scenes and look over my shoulder and watch my campaigns. Whether it's the Money from Thin Air 3-step training that we're going to ship to your door for free. Whether it's the results, ultimately, Are you up for the results that this tactic can get you and your business, which is traffic, but more importantly, profit? Time to decide. Are you in or not? Go right now. Go to the link. Actually, if you can share that, the pay plan link again for me, share that out in the chat. And for everybody, this we'll be wrapping up soon, and you need to make that choice. And last reminder too, if you had any problems checking out, or you're having issues with your bank, or you're trying to transfer money around so you can cover the cost, or whatever, please speak up in the chat. As long as you have decided, you've made that decision that you are in, speak up and we'll hold your spot, okay? And Daniel in the chat will connect with you, collect a little bit of contact info, and he'll make sure that you don't get locked out, because we are closing down in just a couple of moments. All right, let's do the last questions.
Cool. This person said that they've got some experience with running ads on Facebook, but they're curious about native ads in Google. They said that they know from their experience that Google has been expensive, and they're curious if you have any tricks or strategies for getting them cheaper, like you do on Facebook.
Yes, we basically do exactly the same thing that we do on Facebook, on Google. And this sounds a little weird, and there's something I'm doing right now. I'm almost reluctant to share it because it's so good. I guess I will. Okay, I will. So one of the things right now is I'm building a pretty big health business, a health and weight loss business. And if you know anything about that industry, you know that traffic is expensive. So there's a few markets where traffic is really expensive, and that's one of them. Trying to do health and weight loss, you're going to spend a lot of money for your clicks. Tough to get traffic. And the make money online market is a similar one. But so what I'm doing is I'm actually running AdWords ads, good old fashioned Google search AdWords ads. I'm running them to content. I'm not sending them to a squeeze page. I'm not sending them to a sales page, sending them to content. And there is some magic that happens. And if you join, become a beta tester, I'll go into great detail. So it'll be behind closed doors and I'll tell more about this. But there's something really specific going on. Magic happens. And I am getting high quality US diet clicks. God, do I even say for 6 cents? So anyway, for those of you who have ever been in that market, you should realize just how valuable that is. So I'm done talking about that. I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay, cool. One person was curious about some of the other features for a promotion engine. Wanted to know if maybe you could just mention a couple of them.
So there is a variety of features. And interestingly enough, some of them I think we're going to remove from the public. So you'll never lose access to them, because whatever you get when we launch is yours. We're never going to take it away. But some of the tools, like some of our viral marketing tools, which I didn't even get to touch on today, including viral contest tools and other things, those are going to be given to all the beta testers. And they do things like let you help run contests where you can have tell a friend contests, word of mouth, referral contests, and things like that. And they're really powerful. And if you've been following me for very long, I got my start really in teaching online marketing about running contests. It's one of my favorite traffic strategies. And it still works really well today, even with all the weird environment we're in with the current state of marketing. And Promotion Engine has a whole suite of viral marketing tools, and you can run some powerful contests and use it for lead generation and surveys and all kinds of stuff. So you'll get that. Now, I am 99% sure that when we launch to the public, that part of Promotion Engine is going to be spun off into its own separate product, and it's going to be taken out of Promotion Engine. But because you're a beta tester, you'll always have access to it. We're never going to take it away from you. So realize the rest of the world is going to pay more money than you. They're actually going to get less features. And many of these features, again, if you buy it after we launch publicly, it'll be a separate product that you're going to have to go buy somewhere else. And you may have to buy 2 or 3 products, all for more money, in order to get all these same features. All right. So is that it? We have more questions, or are we done?
I believe that's it.
Okay, cool. Well then, last call. Join us now. Pop in that link one last time, Matt. Everybody head over there, join. We're going to be wrapping up, and we're going to do a giveaway. Okay, we're going to do a giveaway in just a moment. So, Matt, what I think we'll do is I'm going to ask a question, and only those who are paying attention will know the answer. And what we'll do is it'll be a race. Whoever answers this question first wins. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good.
So I'll ask the question, and then I know the chat's going to explode. There's a ton of people still here, which that's kind of cool, actually. Let me look and see. That's a lot of people still here. So you hung on through this whole thing. I think because you wanted the money, probably, right? So we're going to do it now. So I won't be able to keep track of the chat. I'll ask the question. Matt will go in. He'll find the winner, and he'll announce it. And then, so then, Matt, once you found the winner, can you announce it to everyone? Just pop it in the chat and broadcast it so they can all see who won. And then I'm going to do a little wrap up. So sound cool?
Sounds good.
All righty. Here is your question. Get your hands on that keyboard ready to go. Type your answer in the chat. First person to answer correctly wins. Earlier, I said that there was a rough number, a percentage that when we post to Facebook, I'm looking for in order for something to be a good post. What was the percentage? So when you post in Facebook, I'm looking for a percentage of people who click. That or more, I said, is generally a good amount. What was the percentage? And Matt, I think you know the answer to this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Pretty sure you did. Okay, cool. Well, then I know the chat probably just went nuts. I'll let you dive in and take care of that, and then I'll wrap us up here. Awesome. So the broadcast is about to end, and this really, truly is the final call. So join us. I would really love to have you be part of our beta testing program. My team and I are available to help you. And if you know much about me, if you've ever bought a product or service from me, or you've been following me for any time, you know that that's what's important to me. I want to help you with your business. And that means whether it's a brand new business you're just getting started, or if you have an established business you're trying to grow. I want to help you, and I'd like to see you become a massive success. And there's a little bit of self-interest here too, because when you become a massive success, I want a testimonial so that you can help me when I launch Promotion Engine to the public. I can show off your testimonial to tell the world how powerful it is. But truly, down to the heart, I want to help you as a fellow entrepreneur do well with your business. And that's also why I added the coaching. So twice a month, I will meet with you, and we will work together on your business. So we have those sessions twice a month on Wednesday, and it's a chance for us I'll be on camera like this. We'll have an open chat, and we can talk about your business. And I spend as much time as I need to for me to help each and every person individually. And so if you would like me to critique some copy, you would like me to take a look at some of your ads, whatever you need for me to help you grow your business, I'm there to help you with it. And this is the only place you can get that. So become a beta tester. Go to promotionengine.com/payments with an S. That is where the pay plan is. And I cannot wait to see you on the next session. And with that, I want to thank my staff. So they've been behind the scenes here in the chat and helping me make this all go right. So thank you to the staff, and more importantly, to everybody watching, whether you're watching from home, your phone out on the road, or in your office. Thank you for spending some time with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.